Okay, so I also grew up with Cardcaptor Sakura. I I have this really annoying thing where I've started taking out manga from the library, which is just like a
Okay.
great thing to do. Go to your local library. It probably you live in a major city. I don't know where you
Yeah,
live.
I go to
In
school
my
and shit,
brain
so I
you
have
in my
access.
brain you live in Chicago, and that isn't for
That's
any
not correct.
particular reason. That's just because I have a bunch of friends in Chicago and I visit Chicago a lot. And so
Okay.
when I'm like Central Time, the only place that's Central Time is
Well,
Chicago.
yeah, because it's literally like America Chicago on all of the selectors. That's how you define that it's Central Time is by Chicago. But you need to know that an important part of my personality is that I'm from the American South,
That's true. I
and
do know
Chicago is
this.
not that.
This throws me a little bit because you and Pax both have like not very southern accents.
Yeah, if I was in a northern state, people would recognize it. They'd
Huh.
be like, "You don't talk like we do," and I'd be like, "Yeah." But no, for a couple of Arkansans, we don't have like hick accents. So
Hmm.
who knows?
Um, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about magical girls, right?
Uh huh.
Um, so I think that like is Cardcaptor Sakura a subversion? I haven't watched Cardcaptor Sakura. Right, I was talking about getting manga from the library. There's much to talk about.
Hmm.
I have like three different threads of conversation going here. So give me a second to get through them.
You're multi-track drifting.
I'm multi-track drifting. Um, yeah, at the library, they have Captor Sakura at my like local library. They have like most of Captor Sakura. Don't use this
Hmm.
information to stalk me, but if you do, that's fine. Let's grab a coffee. Um, listen, if
I'll just
anyone
get it.
wants
I'll
to,
get it from the interlibrary loan, Toronto.
yeah, if
It'll be good.
anyone wants to stalk me to like West End Toronto where I live, you can just let me know and we can just get a coffee. It's fine. Um,
Awesome.
what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Anyway, they have a lot of Cardcaptor Sakura manga, which I want to read because I grew up watching the anime.
Hmm.
Um, but they never have one and three. They have two, four, and then like all
That's
of the rest of it. But they never
I
have
hate
one
that.
and three, and it's the worst thing ever. Libraries are awful. Burn down your local
Libraries are the
library.
worst.
Um, Anyway, subversion of magic is card. See, my
I
childhood
don't know that
memory does not remember Cardcaptor Sakura being a subversion of magical
it's
girls.
not, but it is to me the ideal of like playing the magical girl thing straight.
Right, 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 right.
Um,
Um, I will say that Madoka is the best I've ever. I agree with you that Madoka is the best I've ever seen of someone like doing a very straight subversion of like just the strictly fictional aspects of the genre.
mhm.
In that Madoka's a good Madoka Madoka's a good takedown of the stream alerts worked this time. Madoka's a good takedown of um just like a very kind of like, and I mean this in a good way. Madoka's a good takedown of a very kind of like
Mhm.
um literalist critique of a genre, in the sense that
Yeah.
it's a strong critique of like, if you actually put a bunch of teenage girls in this situation,
It would be fucked up.
how fucked up would it be? Um
Yeah.
although
It's not a metatextual critique.
yeah. But to me, the top the top critique of magical girls, this is also just because I'm a lesbian.
Okay.
The top critique of magical girl anime um will always be Papa's revolutionary girl Utena.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
Aha.
Well, you have to understand, Ivy, that when I first got into Blaseball, this is relevant. When I first
Uh-huh.
got into Blaseball, it was on the Boston Flowers.
Wait,
Um,
really?
and so yeah, I was on the Boston Flowers from season 7, which is when I joined, or season 6, season 7, which is when I joined. Because I joined right after Ruby Tuesday. It's a Fun fact about me.
Wild. You joined like a tiny amount before me, but I don't remember
Yeah.
ever seeing you. And so you must have left like right before I joined, which is very
Well,
funny.
I left right when the expansion hit because
Oh.
and at that point I was really mostly hanging out in the Wild Low
Uh-huh.
server and not in the garden.
Sure.
Because I got
And
really
then
annoyed about Bet Course and then I
uh-huh. Okay, so okay, I must just not remember. Okay. Do you do you remember me as part of Beck Course? I was the person who was trying to like hold Beck Course together. I was the person who was like, okay, let's have a discussion channel for this. Let's talk about this like adults. Let's all get our emotions out there. Let's be respectful.
I don't remember you in that context.
That was me.
But I remember you in May on the flowers. But I was never a presence on the flowers. I only became a presence when I were. Anyway, the point of this diversion is to say that the I don't know if you ever saw the Wild Low website.
I don't like,
but it had.
I didn't pay much attention to a lot of things that were not the garden, honestly.
That's okay. But it had Easter eggs for every team if you input like a special password.
Oh,
there was really not much to this website.
I forgot about the music. There we go. Music.
But the Easter egg for the Boston Flowers was the Utena opening.
That's very funny.
And so that was, I think of Utena as not only one of the greatest pieces of media I've ever consumed, but also as fundamentally connected to the Boston Flowers in my brain.
That's very funny.
I should have expected you would say that, is the point.
See, this is funny because, like, there's an argument to be made that, like, part of the reason I was on the flowers is because of Utena. Because of, like, I had this thing going when I was like, I should pick a team. I was like, I don't know I don't know, nor do I really care. But I had this thing going in my real life where I would send people the rose emoji instead of a heart emoji. And this was kind of like a teasy little joke about, like, both Utena but also, like, Tuxedo Mask.
Okay.
And then when I was like, well, I guess I gotta be on the flowers because they have the flower emoji.
Because that's your emoji.
And that's my emoji. But then the thing is, I stopped doing that because of the flowers. Because then I was like, well, now the rose emoji is associated with this other thing, and so I can't use it in this way. But now that Blazeball is dead, I should probably just start doing that again. It's cute.
You should go back to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I send a snail emoji.
Mild
or
learning that Ivy
people.
only joined Blazeball in season 7. That's true. The most influential person in Blazeball, me, only joined in season 7.
Nobody remembers that I joined earlier than season 12, and that's okay. I had a normal time.
I don't know, like, really.
Well, just like shit.
Yeah. Have I ever? I can start talking about this now that we're in it. I can talk about how in the construction of how things work in my brain, TakoYaku is Blazeball Discord Mafia 2.
Yeah.
You get it, right? Immediately.
No, I do. I do understand.
Because what is this? Wait, what is this asset that I'm... Oh, it's May's VTuber. That's why I was like, what is this invisible asset I'm grabbing? It's May's VTuber. All right, May, go in the corner. Mafia 2 was not actually Mafia 2. That was a marketing gimmick. But TakoYaku is Mafia 2 because you're going into a space that is intended for one thing and being like, hey, what if we do this entire other thing in it? And then put way too much work into it. I will say TakoYaku is going much better than Blazeball Discord Mafia did.
Well, good.
And I will probably, like, be willing to talk about TakoYaku and, like, emotionally engage with it ever.
And TakoYaku won't physically cause you harm.
Yeah. Well, there's still time.
Tell me about this.
Tell me about what?
Tell me about your
Is
it a speculative
Well, the thing is that, like, because unlike Mafia, I have a lot more, like, our organization of TakoYaku is so distributed, Um, I spend less time thinking about TakoYaku because I don't have to manage every single second of it. And thus I'm less likely to be thinking about it and then bike into a car.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Which is nice. I mean, honestly, I might get hit by a car just thinking about Mahjong in general. You know?
I'm trying to figure out whether to categorize the like injury to my hand that Fish had to talk me through first aid for as a TakoYaku related injury or not.
What happened?
Well, it was a printmaking injury. I was carving linoleum, and you have like it's not like a knife, but you are like digging into a thing with a metal tool.
You've got that little fucking. It's like a little wedge. It's a simple machine. I've done this. I've done this shit. It's a little U-shaped wedge.
It was my largest tool, and I was just like carving, and I might have been thinking about TakoYaku. Who knows? But I did like carve, and then I hit the palm of my hand, and it was bleeding, and that was fine.
Knife safety.
Yeah, well,
you never cut in the direction that your body is. This is basic
I
knife
was carving
safety
without a
with
mat.
all tools.
It was my fault. I didn't have a mat, so I had to hold the linoleum in place with my hand. That's what got me cut.
Don't hold it along the vector that you're knife safety.
Listen, I haven't cut myself with a printmaking tool since.
I'm proud of you. My dad is a woodworker, so he was very
drilled in the shop safety.
Yeah.
We don't have a it's just my professor for this printmaking class that I'm taking. There are no like TAs I had a shop assistant for the sculpture class I did in spring. Or there was a shop manager who was constantly telling us like, nope, you're gonna cut your hand off. He sounded like Lightning McQueen. And that's the main thing that I remember about him. Also, he's the husband of my least favorite professor I've ever had, but he's a very nice man. Anyway.
How do you know what Lightning McQueen sounds like? Aren't you like 12?
Can I be honest with you, Ivy? It's because somebody told me he sounded like Lightning McQueen.
Alright.
I won't contradict your worldview just yet. The end of this printmaking injury story is that I put a band-aid on it. It was bleeding pretty bad, and then I put a band-aid on it. And then the band-aid was soaked through at a certain point, so I put another band-aid on it. And then
eventually this will work.
Our regular practice time for Team RIV, the Splatoon competitive team, was that day.
Wait, you played Splatoon?
No.
Okay, go on.
And then 3 was like, oh, we should get together to practice. And I was like, well, I should probably wait until my hand stops bleeding.
Great line.
And Fish was like, your hand is bleeding? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, how long ago did you cut yourself? And I was like, well, it's been like 2 hours. Yeah, I have like a shitty gauze wrapping on it, so it's fine. And she was like, Ash, I'm gonna need you to put pressure on that for at least 10 minutes. And then talked me through wilderness first aid on a hand injury over our Splatoon competitive group chat.
I really considered in sort of like the broad. Are any high chat players here? I don't know. I don't know if I want them to hear this or if I don't want them to hear this. But in sort of like the social construction of Team High Chat, I kind of considered I kind of considered me and Fish to be sort of like the like platonic lesbian moms of High Chat. In that we really kind of just like took care of everyone's health and well-being a lot and made sure everyone was like hyped and having a good time. Which is funny because Snive was the captain, but in my brain, Snive was kind of like the kid who like is a little bit older and then does all of the organizing, because they, for a variety of complicated reasons. And then me and the fish were there being like, "You're doing great, sweetie." This is a little peek behind
That's
the curtains
funny.
of High Chat.
The social construction of Team Plasma was just like, yay! Yippee!
Uh-huh.
Pulling back the curtain of that one.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's all there was to it.
That's all there was to it. Splatoon.
And then we got second. Really makes you think.
Oh my god, we got so... Our best match in the finals, or in the like, postseason, whatever, that whole thing, we had such a crushing match, and it wasn't on stream because they didn't organize the stream, like, give enough time for things. And then it's just like, Anyway, it's fine. It's all good.
Everything's
Splatoon.
fine.
Now that venting's...
I'm almost out of gummy bears. What am I gonna do once the actual match starts?
I guess you've gotta find, like, a real bear.
I have a chocolate bar. Does that count?
Probably.
I decided I wasn't going to eat that before stream because I'm, at heart, still, like, a vocal music... Like, I was a choir kid. And so I know fundamentally that it will... Like, oh, you're not supposed to have dairy products before you
I mean, I'm eating
do
a
a
bowl of
vocal
ice cream,
activity.
and I can already... Do you want to do some... you want to do some warm-ups while we're waiting for people?
Yeah.
Alright, chat, you can join along. Let's... Because I'm sure our choir directors... I'm in a choir right now, I'm in a community choir. I'm sure choir directors have different vocal warm-ups, so let's trade off and
Oh, okay,
each do one. Do you want to start, or should I start?
I have one.
Okay, go. Chat, do
Mama
these with
made
us.
me mush my M&Ms.
Sorry, can I get that one more time?
Mama made me mush my M&Ms.
Mama me mush my M&Ms. And then
Not
I assume,
quite.
Mama me mush my M&Ms. Oh, that's a
Nope.
good one. Sorry, give it.
I mean, you didn't do it right, but good job.
Mama
it's pretty
me
good.
mush my M&Ms.
Nope.
Is that not it?
It's Mama made me mush my M&Ms.
Oh!
Mama made me mush my M&Ms.
Mama made me mush my M&Ms. Do you go up the scale? Is this a tonal thing,
Yeah.
or is this just okay? Mama
Well,
made
it's
me mush my
mostly an
M&Ms.
enunciation thing.
Mama made
But-
me mush my M&Ms.
Mush my M&Ms. Mama made me mush my M&Ms. Mama made me mush my M&Ms. This is I like the syncing of it.
Okay, I'm starting to get into head voice, and I don't want to do that on stream. I always liked my current choir doesn't do this. Well, she does. She does do it technically, but she doesn't. Sometimes she does it, but she doesn't say the words, which sucks. But I always like a good Bella Signora, Bella Signora, so on and so forth.
Bella Signora.
Bella Signora. Part of
Oh,
the
there's too many notes in that one for me
Yeah,
to
part of
catch
the
while I'm also
exercise
listening to the
is like-
Mahjong soul music.
Yeah, I've got the
The tab is
tune.
not muted. I cannot distinguish individual tones.
The key with the Bella Signora one is, first of all, just like transitioning from low to high, and then also like doing a legato line while also making individual notes heard. So like a bad one is like Bella Signora, but a good one is like Bella Signora. I'm probably not doing it well. I'm actually not. I used to be better at singing, and now I'm in a community choir that doesn't push me, unlike, school choir. So,
well, yeah,
I'm okay though.
I understand.
Maybe I don't need to be good at singing. It's fine. The point of the choir isn't to be good at singing. The point of the choir is
we
to
don't
be
do any
singing.
particularly interesting warm-ups in my current university choir, which is sad because we mostly just have like our session is only 50 minutes long, and so like we don't take that much time on warm-up.
Yeah, we have like hour-and-a-half long things. We also do lip trills. I like a good lip trill.
Ooh, I do love a good lip trill. I had to figure out how to do them because before I knew how to do them, it was just an extremely annoying exercise. And now that I have got it, it's fun.
Uh-huh. She
That's
does. She
that.
is like, you can do tongue trills or you can make a Z sound. And I'm like, I couldn't do tongue trills. That sounds fucking impossible. I mean, I can do it because I can do it, but it isn't easy in the way that lip trills are. Lip trills, you just blow through your fucking lips. I don't know, you just be a horse. Just be a horse. It's that easy.
Try harder to be a horse.
Yeah.
Um.
I can roll my R's in part because I grew up in a Spanish speaking household, but it's harder than just blowing through my lips.
We did our last concert. Was a like all languages, like that was the gimmick because we did a bunch of language pieces.
All languages, every single language.
And by all languages, I mean 4 pieces in Spanish, a piece in Italian, a piece
This is my
in
favorite Magic the Gathering deck.
a piece in
Oops,
the
all
Newfoundland
languages.
dialect.
A piece in the Newfoundland dialect?
Yeah.
Wait, does
well,
that
it's a Newfoundland folk song, and it was written with like a dialect.
Wow, I could not have guessed that one.
Well, that was my
Wait,
least
is this
favorite
like
song that we
is
did.
this like a dialect of like the
English.
indigenous? Okay, English, sure. I assume that the dialect is a little bit, the Newfoundland accent. If you think of like rural Canadian accents, which I have a really bad rural Canadian accent. But the rural Canadian accent, I believe, has a lot of roots in Irish accents.
Yeah,
And
that
the
makes
Newfoundland accent especially.
well, it went I's the buy that builds the boat, and I's the buy that sails her, I's the buy that catches the fish and takes them home to Lizer.
Wait, Ivy's the buy?
It was I's. Like I am.
Ivy? Ivy's?
Ivy's the buy.
I'm a lesbian, actually.
Sorry.
I have to be.
Can't help you.
Because at one point I broke up with my boyfriend by telling him I was a lesbian, but that wasn't actually that wasn't actually why I was breaking up with him. That was just like an easy way to break up with him without conflict.
Oh yeah.
You know how it goes.
I do. I understand.
And so in order to like stand
I'm 12.
Oh yeah, in order to stand by that morally, I now have to be a lesbian forever.
Yeah.
Such is life.
Such as.
What did we do most recently? On like, if anyone's in Toronto, which I know no one is, if you're in the Roncesvalles area, the Parkdale area, we're doing a concert at the Roncesvalles United Church tree lighting ceremony.
I don't even have to track you down via your Cardcaptor Sakura mangas.
This is just where my choir is. This isn't my neighborhood, although I did say I lived in West End, Toronto.
Well, yeah, but I'll just go to this event and then follow you back.
That's again, if you do this, you like let's just get a coffee.
You're invited.
Yeah, you're invited. It's an open concert. It's free. We're singing some Christmas tunes, but we're singing some slightly, we're singing some cool Christmas tunes. What we got on deck? We got Snowbird, which I don't remember anything about it because I keep missing rehearsals because I'm sick. I remember nothing about
and
Snowbird.
Definitely not missing rehearsals because of TakoYaku.
I thought you were gonna say definitely not missing rehearsals because you're a lesbian.
I'll start ending sentences with that if it'll make you happy.
Sure, go for it. What the fuck was I talking about? Words.
Your choir and the songs you were singing.
Right. We're singing Snowbird. We're singing a Muppets Christmas Carol medley.
Okay.
And then we're also singing Need a Little Christmas,
Uh-huh.
which has some really fun lines. I've like never heard it before in my life, but it sounds very classic. Um, Bring out the tinsel, string up the holly, and the mine falls again. It's just got some really fun little harmonies and good little lines
That's
in it.
fun.
Anyway, that's what we're doing. For Halloween this year, we did a concert at the Soarin' Pumpkin Festival where we sang Time Warp and also Little Shop of Horrors and also
Yeah, that's fun.
the Double Double Boil and Trouble song from Harry Potter.
I gotcha.
OBS, why did you stop playing?
No.
I switched to OBS because Windows Media Player was stopping playing all the time, and now OBS is also doing it. I don't understand.
What the hell?
Are they started?
No.
That's fine. We can just do this. Change our stream category to just chatting. I can sit here and chat with you for 2 hours. You're a cool guy.
Yeah, certainly.
Your little fucking deer guy. Tell me about your little deer guy persona VTuber.
That's me.
That's just you.
That's me.
Well, tell me about yourself.
Well, the deer guy's name is Ari, technically.
Everybody, Asher Lark! Woo!
Yeah!
Now, Ash, tell me a little bit about yourself.
You should give me money, first of all.
Uh-huh.
Second of all, I just got a message from a Korean proxy seller who I'm buying a doll of a character I like who I will not be disclosing at this time from.
What? Hang on. What?
Those are two things.
Wait, can I know
Damn it!
who
The
the
GM
character...
wants to tell me that the doll isn't available.
Fuck! Wait, can I know who the character is if I don't give it away
You
on
wouldn't.
stream?
You wouldn't. I don't.
I wouldn't know them, or I wouldn't give it away on stream?
Oh, you wouldn't know them.
Oh, I hardly know her.
I hardly know her. Actually, their pronouns are they, them.
Oh, I hardly know
Yeah,
them.
fuck.
Fuck, sorry. We were talking about, was it Ari? Dear guy.
Yeah,
Go on.
it's a guy.
Uh-huh.
I refer to myself as a dear thing.
I love that.
In lieu of just a deer.
Uh-huh.
Mostly because I was forced to reckon with and incorporate the for one, my obsession with caves. Oh, they're about to start.
No, just keep talking, it's fine.
And for two, my consequent obsession with the warden from Minecraft, and so I had to incorporate that into my personal identity.
Wait. Wait. Do deers live in caves?
No,
Oh, okay.
the warden has antlers,
That's true, the warden does have antlers.
and so I was like, that's literally me.
I should play more Minecraft. Do you want to play some Minecraft sometime?
I've got a... I was gonna say I've got a server, as though that's true. It isn't.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We don't have to. Listen, we can negotiate this off screen.
Well, okay. What I was going to say, in truth, was I've got a server I'm playing on with my friends right now, and I'm sure they'd be happy to have you. And then I second guessed myself because the thing is I haven't really been playing on that server. And so I was like, well, I can't tell a lie.
Right, otherwise my nose will grow. And it'll be super embarrassing.
Well, it's against. I'll tell you a fun fact about me, Ivy. They call me the truth statue.
Wait, are you like the fucking girl from Knives Out? Do you vomit every time you tell a lie?
No. I'm um uh uh pathologically incapable of either lying or allowing people to say something that isn't true without correcting them.
Right. Which makes you a really
Um,
great team up for... Oh, fuck. What's his name?
you know.
You know, who's that actor? James Bond.
Um,
You know,
I can't help you.
when he's trying to... I'm just talking about Knives Out. Anyway, moving on.
I love Knives Out. I don't know the names of any actors.
The thing about Minecraft
Except for
me
Saoirse
is that
Ronan.
I love playing Minecraft when I'm like in a voice call with someone and we're like doing things together. I hate Minecraft servers. They're like stupid, weird little obligations. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to hang out with my friends and play a game, and I'm super happy for that game to be Minecraft. But I
Yeah.
want to be there together and do
Well, here's
things.
it's good to be in a location with other people, and that's a good Minecraft is a good vehicle for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm spoiled because what I really enjoy doing is playing modded Minecraft, which has a list of objectives
Uh-huh.
and a complex progression. And my main
See, the thing is that, like, I think the experience I usually want to... Sorry, I can let you finish.
well, I was just gonna say that my primary directive, my prime directive when I'm playing all video games is to complete tasks.
Right.
And Minecraft is a sandbox game.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah. No, I get you. I mean, that's why I struggle. See, the thing is that that's why I struggle playing Minecraft by myself. But with the experience that I want to that is recreated to me while playing Minecraft with another person, like synchronously, is kind of the experience of like going to the mall or like hanging out downtown. And it's just like, we're here, there's a million things we could do. Let's self-set goals and then do those goals. And that's part of the appeal of playing Minecraft.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah, playing Minecraft is genuinely a lot like just being at the mall.
God,
You just, you're like, where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Do we want to get bubble tea? Do we even want to be at this mall? Do we want to go somewhere else? Do we want to just like walk the strip? Do we want to go see a movie? And in Minecraft, you're like, what do we want to build a house? Do we want to build a house here? Do we want to build, do we want to go down? Do we want to go up? Do we want to find a portal? Do we want, what bullshit do we want to do? It's the same thing.
This is why I need to play more Minecraft, is because I live in well, I guess I live in a city now where
Yeah,
there's
you live
like,
in Chicago.
yeah, I live in Chicago. Well, no, I live in a city, but it's not like it's not like a significantly urban area where there's like a ton of shit to do. But where my hometown is like peak American suburbia.
Right.
And I love it. I love it dearly. But my friend's favorite hangout was to go to Target and wander.
And just fuck around at Target. See,
Just fuck around at
fucking
Target.
around in Target and Minecraft are literally the same thing.
They're literally the
They're
same thing.
literally the same activity.
My point in saying this was that I wish we had a mall where there are at least like things which one could conceive as enrichments instead of just having to fool ourselves into thinking that Target is a good place to hang out. It's recently we've switched to going to the antique store, which at least gives us like things to talk about.
Sure.
And it doesn't have the same energy as a bunch of high schoolers like getting rowdy at the Target. Instead, we're a bunch of college students.
At the Target.
We're a bunch of college students having a good time in the antique store and then leaving without purchasing anything.
This is what it feels like in Minecraft when you go to a village and you start just like poking at people's things and like taking all their crops and replanting them.
That's rowdy at the Target?
That's peak teenagers getting rowdy at the Target energy. It's not clear whether or not they want you there, but they're always watching you, and they're just like, well, I guess
don't.
you're here.
I think, well, the difference between... I'm getting into precarious territory here because the table is loading.
No, go on.
The difference between the Target and the antique store is that the antique store is like a mom and pop business. And so when I'm at the antique store with my friends...
At the antique store with the boys.
They can hear us being fucking weird. And at the Target, that is a mass... That's a big box store, and they are not paid enough to give a shit.
Right, exactly. Huh, interesting.
Mahjong.
Yeah, fuck, I guess we gotta talk about Mahjong.
It's been...
Ben's hand is nuts. Ben's hand is stupid, frankly. There goes the pawn
good,
east.
is what you want to say.
I would not have discarded that 3, because then if you draw 4, you got that nice 3-tile weight shape. Anyway, paks. Paks potentially has a pure double sequence, but might give it up for tile efficiency upon drawing this 4. We'll see.
Yeah.
Umbral, aka the Queen. Good hand, honestly. has an edge weight that I don't like too much, but like has some really nice shapes in that mon. It's nice.
Fishy Ishan 10.
Fishy is Ishan 10. Fishy is 1 away from Shan 10. That's not what that means.
Nope. One Shan 10.
Fishy is 1 Shan away from 10 pi. There we go.
I see.
That's what it is. I
don't know why I think this when I look at Benji's hand, but I really would like it to be a mixed triple sequence.
Yeah, me
it
too.
Isn't
it's
even
like,
a little bit,
it's like
but
an
I want it to be
ascending mixed triple sequence. No, Ben, if you keep that 2 and you discard the green, wait, no. Oh, okay. Nope. I thought Ben was in 10 pi waiting on the green, but I don't know how to read. Why wouldn't you cheat? It's fine. Ben making a couple weird decisions here vis-a-vis tile efficiency stuff, but that's okay. He's close and he's got a lot of Dora. I believe in him. Paks. How do you feel about paks?
I'm number 1 Ipeko liker, and I really want that pure double sequence to pan out. I don't think it will.
Oh, I meant just like, how do you feel about paks broadly?
Every answer here is a trap. I tried really, really hard to think of something that would be funny, and then I was like, nope.
Good owned.
Benji's now taken up the 4-peen after discarding the 3-peen, which I don't know.
Has got to be kicking himself for discarding that 3. Frank, for discarding that 7, because even if he gets into 10 pi, waiting on that 4-7 double pairway, then it's sort of Dark Souls. It's sort of like Dark Souls when it's time to cry, you know?
Yeah,
when you prepare to cry, that's probably, I think that's the
he's
line.
Changed the Ishan 10 a bit so that it's not
okay.
There's not that fairy 10 chance.
It's still for a 10. It's still for a 10 chance.
It is still because the 2 mon. But it's not as bad, I think.
Are certain Furritens better than other Furritens? I think most of them are just Furritens.
It's fine.
Okay.
Finally, this is 10 pi.
This is 10 pi. This is 10 pi for the 6.
Paks might discard that 6.
Paks might discard the 6. Umbral might discard the 6 also. Honestly, Umbral, if Paks discard it, wow, yeah, that 5. Yeah. Wait.
It's looking like an exhaustive draw.
Does Paks have a straight?
No.
Maybe? Almost?
Yes.
Yes. But it's weird.
Did have a straight, but like not a good hand.
And Ben was the only one in 10 pi. That's very funny hand. Very funny hand.
Okay. I'm focused this round.
No,
It's a good thing
not.
that there's a repeat counter on that East.
Okay,
I didn't have to pay attention to it.
I'm gonna play the music with Windows Media Player again. I don't know why the I don't know why the music player system keeps not working. Yeah, that's on shuffle. Great. What's going on here? Who's the dealer? It's still Ben.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of an awkward shape, but is at least a finished set. This 4, 6, 6, 8 is a little awkward, but is also fun. Can be easily improved in a number of ways. That's a nice draw. Paks, how you doing? How we feeling about Paks? Really good hand, honestly. Sort of like a lovely little guy there.
It'll depend on ability to recognize the tiles that she needs, but the tiles that she needs right now are most peen, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, any of them will get you there.
Yeah, like that one. Great job!
Oh, how ahead are you?
Am I ahead?
Whose turn is it on your screen right now?
Ben, now it's Pax.
Okay, you're like 2 people ahead of me.
Awesome.
It's very funny.
I'll keep that in mind. So when I say, oh, and there it goes, you'll be like,
there goes the battle!
There goes the basketball.
Oh, a critical hit! Is it down and out?
Hits,
sorry, this is
then
just...
opens his hand.
Uh-huh. Does. Also has the white dragon. Good toy chance. You do have to give up a Dora for toy, but that's like a 1 to 2 trade. That's fair.
Yeah.
You could also not... You could also keep the Dora and not go for the toy. There's a bunch of options here. Ben. Oh, right. Fish is not Ben. One thing I know about Fish, not Ben. Fish and Ben,
not Ben.
Different people. Yeah, I guess Ben is just... Okay, Ben is Ishan 10. Is just looking to complete one of those sets. Is probably not going for toy. I was fully looking at Fish when I was talking about that.
You were fully looking at Fish. I was very confused, but I was willing to agree with you.
You're like, Ivy knows what she's talking about. She knows how Mahjong works.
Umbral is now in Tenpai.
Umbral's in Tenpai. What is this weight? What is going on? It's
6 months, 9 months.
6-9. Yeah.
Yeah. Potentially
is Pinfu.
Potentially
Peiko. I love a Pinfu Peiko. That's just like the most satisfying thing in the world. What's better than this? Pinfu Peiko.
What's better than...
Yeah. Pinfu's being
It's really awkward that I'm like 2 people ahead of you.
Ben, what? What?
I
don't understand why Ben dropped out of Tenpai there, but it doesn't matter, because...
It doesn't matter.
Umbral got Ipeco Pinfu. Clap, 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 clap. Umbral once again proving herself to be the queen.
Is like the best of both worlds.
What were you saying about
it was really awkward for me to have to sit completely silent while I watched Umbral Tumo that. It's like, the stream's not here yet.
You could just make a bunch of noise and then we can be excited to see whatever you're making noise.
I'll do that from now on.
You can just do whatever you want, it's fine.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not being paid for this. The money goes to people who aren't me. Anyway, Pax, what do you got in your hand? You got some tiles. You're probably looking at this hand being like grumble terminals, but that's fine, you'll live.
Yeah.
Umbral.
It's...
What are you up to? Umbral, you're probably looking at this hand and going grumble terminals, but it's okay, you'll live. Fish. Ooh, Fish is a bunch of Dora. Shiny hand.
Shiny hand.
Shiny, tasty little hand. I like this hand a lot. It's the tile efficiency is kind of bad, but it's very shiny.
I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, so that's not terrible.
It's like all middleweights. It's like only middleweights.
Yeah, but like those can be improved.
No, you're not wrong. That could potentially...
I just like it when the blocks are clearly set out from the beginning.
Sure. I just like it when the blocks. Me when I'm a baby.
Babies can do this easily.
Babies have no problem with this. That's the line.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Babies can remember phrases easily.
This is true. They're very good at words. They're not good at words. I'm a little tired. What's going on? What's happening in this game? Kind of nothing. Umbral opening, which is really interesting. I don't understand why you're opening Umbral, except that you're in first and you want to go fast.
First place, it's an easy Tanyo.
Is it an easy Tanyo? Because now you only have 2 more blocks and you need 3 more blocks. And you don't have enough blocks. Yeah. Oh, never mind. You're great. You're perfect. Okay, never mind. Flawless decision making. Just wait. What? What? Wait. Why discard the? Oh, because of for a 10.
Because it'll cause a potential terminal wait, which is not fantastic.
And also for a 10 because you've already discarded the 9. But just keep it and then like Chia 6. Just Chia 6. It's fine.
Well, there are 3 of the 6s are gone. It's
sort of like Chia pets, but 6.
Yeah, but not.
And
worse.
Ben is 1 away from Tenpai.
Paks. I have a word for that. It's called Ishan 10.
Paks has too many blocks. Paks, you have
Paks had 3 pairs in this hand earlier, which, as we all know, is Hell World.
Miserable. Yeah, exactly.
Fish currently has 4 pairs, which, as we all know, is yay, yippee!
Yay, beautiful, lovely. I feel like Fish is spinning her wheels a little bit. Isn't quite sure where to take this hand.
There's a sequence in there.
Yeah.
Now you can have a set of the Dora.
Paks discard this one too.
A little ahead of the stream.
Ooh, beautiful. A set of the Dora.
So it's not going to be.
Have you noticed this set of the Dora?
As I want it.
Ooh, Fish could potentially go for. Okay, Fish. Interesting. Fish making some interesting decisions here. Oh, Paks is in Tenpai. Good job. Is not. I don't know how to read.
Yeah, Ben is in Tenpai.
Paks is Ishan 10. Ben is in Tenpai. Looking for a 2 or a 5. Where are these 2s and where are these 5s? That 2's pretty locked
Mostly in his hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unlikely to be discarded. Well, Fish might. Well, no.
Fish is not going to discard that 2. Neither is Umbral. Paks is going to Ricci, which is going to be wait, what even doesn't?
Paks is choosing not to Ricci.
Paks is full. Wait, no, but you could fold with the 5 and still be in Tenpai. Paks. What are you doing? You can do it again. You have a second opportunity. Just no.
Nah. Ricci. She's running out of time. She's really thinking about it. There we go.
Another opportunity.
There's the con.
I got a 4.
My favorite button.
I got a 4 Ricci draw in the wild today. It was a lot. Oh, wow.
Con. Yeah, I assumed that the Ricci there was just because it was...
Fish.
I mean, you might as well get into Tenpai.
Oh my god. Nuts. Taking some knocking some points off of Umbral.
It's a Honda kind of day.
Yeah. Nobody's allowed
Paks starts this game with 4 pairs. Shoutouts to
G22. You just loaded in faster. But the game was already loaded for me. It just connected to the... Is it because my internet speed? Is it because I'm streaming?
Who knows?
Yeah, Paks starts with a really nice... There's like...
And now it's 5 pairs.
Paks can be a little bit nuts here and go for a half flush. Shouldn't and won't, but could just be a little bit wild with it. Umbral, what's up with your hand? It's fine. End of story. Honestly, Umbral probably just opens this hand with the Souths to stay in first place. Doesn't, though. Interesting. Umbral does like to play closed. I know this about Umbral. Fish, what do you got going? What do you got, buddy old pal? It's fine.
A red 5.
It does have a red 5. Not wrong. 3, 3, 4, 9, 9, 2, 4, Ben's hand is fine. We'll never complete this set of Easts, which is tragic.
That is tragic. I mean, I hope he goes for Chitoitsu, my favorite.
Your favorite.
As a result of not being able to complete that set of Easts and also having 3 other pairs. Yay, Chitoitsu!
I heard someone Ricci, like, through your microphone. So
you're about to see who?
Yeah, there we go. Paks waiting on either of the 5s. Very funny. Wait. Honestly, Umbral, well, depending on Umbral's fold tendencies, Umbral does appear to be folding. So those 5s probably aren't going anywhere because they look pretty unsafe. I mean, every... Reaching for the Dora? You have to wait on this Dora. Paks, come on.
No.
No, come on. But it's a Dora, and she's a Dora? Oh, wait, instead, Paks is just waiting on the other 5. If you discard a 5, you die. That's the rules.
That's the rules.
That's society. You know all those, like, young adult novels that are, like, you know, in this twisted version of America, time is currency, or, like, attention is currency, or being pretty is currency. It's this, except 5 is currency.
It's this, except 5 is currency.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's already true. Currency comes in that denomination often.
Ash?
Yes?
That's your name.
Richinya! I'm worried about Umbral potentially discarding that 5, because currently it is sitting in the middle of a block. It
also looks Suji. There's a world in which this 5 kind of sort of looks Suji if Umbral really runs out of safe tiles. Oh my god!
Yeah, this is... I was waiting for you to see it. This
Unbelievable! Ben is truly a flower blooming on top of a mountaintop right now, folks.
After a con! East 3. East 3.
I'm trying to see if hitting continue lets me catch up to you, but it doesn't feel like it is.
No, Umbral's hand starting out here is really promising.
Is the most beautiful hand I've ever seen. I'm like about to cry.
Maybe there will even be... Can Pinfu bloom on a battlefield?
I would keep that south. Umbral, I don't understand why you didn't keep that south. It's a perfect little pair for a Pinfu, whatever. It's fine. I like Fish's hand. Two Fish has a sort of nice little hand. It has some garbage in it, but you can clean that up.
There is some garbage in it.
Uh-huh. And then Ben's hand is fine.
Not the worst I've ever seen.
It's fine. And then Paks...
Also not the worst.
Also not the worst, but I'm really keeping
None of these hands are, as we would say in the
here.
business, straight garb.
Uh-huh. Heterosexual garb.
Uh-huh. There's a really good, I need to explain this to you real quick, there's a really good thread of this guy playing Scrabble with his dad, like, every holiday season. And he will live vlog how much better his dad is at Scrabble than he is.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those tweets just says, "My rack is straight garb." And so me and Paks quote that to each other constantly, and no one ever knows what we're talking about.
Wait, you and Paks know each other?
No.
Okay. I was just curious.
That's my bit for this stream. Lying.
Wait, what happened to the aversion to lying?
Nope.
Honestly, okay, this is a really nice Ricci from Umbral, honest. But, like, honestly, if I was Umbral, I might have... Oh, doesn't Ricci. If I was Umbral, I might have just opened this hand by now. Like, you're in first, you're in east. Just go fast.
Yeah,
sort of like Sonic. Have you heard of this guy, Sonic?
I enjoyed where that 8-so was in the hand, but I understand discarding.
Yeah.
Well, there was a 9-so there also.
I guess the idea is that Umbral discarded down to Pinfu, which I get and respect. But wait, aren't you in Furiten? No, you're not. You're waiting on the 5.
No.
8. I didn't know how to read.
You do. Do you have the red D-Lin tiles on?
It'd be really funny if I didn't know how to read, considering I'm a professional writer. If I could only write and not read. That would be great.
I think that would be fun, yeah.
This would be a good bit for like a... I'm so curious.
See, that's the noise I've decided to make in order to indicate that something's happening, but I can't tell you what.
Uh-huh.
It feels appropriate, and it is.
Uh-huh, no, that was great. The queen stays
beautiful
winning.
Pinfu. Also, we neglected to realize last match that Umbral was no longer in the lead at that point. That was Ben. Umbral was in second.
She's still the queen
Ben
in my
stole
heart.
the lead. by being a flower blooming,
Mm.
etc., etc., etc. I have not watched Saki.
I mean, this is just literally it. This doesn't necessarily come from Saki. It comes from like the translation of the Chinese name of that Yaku originally.
Okay.
Which is like a flower blooming on top of a mountain on a mountaintop. Why is it called that? Great question. But that's what it is.
Well, because it's after a cum.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Babies have no problem with
Uh-huh. Ooh,
Yep.
nice draw. There.
Umbral is in
nice.
Ishanten now. Beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I really like Fish's hand. I mean, there's a lot of garbage at the end of it, but look at that sequence. It makes me happy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then 369.
369.
For some ungodly reason.
369 has a lot of tile acceptance.
Yeah, well, that's good, because it's not doing a lot.
But it can accept any so. It can make a block out of any so.
It can. I hope it will, soon, imminently.
Actually, I think 3 and 6, no, because 6 can't make a block out of 9. I'll make a block out of you.
Welcome to
Umbral in Tenpai for every single tile that has ever existed. Umbral, what tiles are you actually in Tenpai for? I kind of can't tell.
And 7 so.
Is it just that?
Yeah, it's a weight on a set because it's 3, 4, 5 so 4, 5, 6 so.
Okay, it's yeah. It's a double 7. I understand.
Well, now the weight pattern's changed, but you haven't seen that yet. So.
Ooh, I'm so excited to see how the weight pattern's going to change. Reaching out of paks. Oh yeah, Umbral is going to. Pax is waiting on. I can figure this out. Believe in me.
I believe in you.
Just the 5 pin. Where are these 5 pins? One of them is locked up in Umbral's hand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we know.
That's all we know.
Well,
that's good, because there's a lot of 5 pin to go around.
Yeah, a lot of potential.
I love Umbral's weight pattern here, because it's real weird.
It's not that... Is it that weird? Hang on.
It's weird.
It looks
weird.
It
could be a Tonky weight on the 3
Umbral, discard the Dora. I believe in you. No! Umbral, don't fold. I believe
it could have also been a side weight on 5 so or an 8 so. BT dubs.
Wait, Umbral, if you discarded the 3, which was Suji, then you would have been in Tenpai for the Dora. Well, you would have been in Furiten, but you still would have been in Tenpai.
It's not worth it.
You're worth it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Wait, Umbral is in Tenpai.
No.
Yes. Umbral is no longer in Tenpai. But was
I was looking at my screen
for a while.
Instead of psychically connecting to what yours was.
I guess I can just stream it to you. Is this how far we've fallen? Oh, there's the deal then. Oh wait, Pax was also waiting on the 4?
Pax was the one who was waiting on 4.
No, wait, Pax was also waiting on a 5.
Yes.
It was a 4? Okay, I understand.
I thought that you meant Pax also, in addition to someone else, was waiting on the 4, but now I see what you actually meant.
I just don't know how to read. And people say
that's a shame, because you're a professional writer.
I know, it really hinders my career. And
look at the 2 shinies in Fish's hand. This hand is so good.
Honestly, this hand is really good. This hand is kind of
slaps.
Yeah, great hand. Ben?
You discard the 1 so, and then you got an extra Tanyahan to add to that beautiful. There's so much you could do with this.
Yep, good hand. And then Ben's hand. Honestly, a pretty good hand. Doesn't have a pair, but has just like a ton of side weights.
Yeah, Ben does get the award for holding on to honors too long.
Yeah.
For today, though.
Yeah. you know, someone's got to do it. That's not true. Nobody has to do it.
That's not true. You really explicitly do not have
my match earlier today was with a bunch of people who were trying extremely hard and would all immediately... Whoa!
Yeah, the set of the Dora is extremely good, even though I'm sad that we no longer have the possibility of Pinfo.
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah. No. But... No. Well, if you draw the 7 and then you swap out this 5, then you can still have Pinfu, because then you keep the 8s as your pair, and and then the 7-8 makes up your final sequence. You know, so this could still be.
I do know, it could still be Pinfu. We believe, but no, you do take the extra Han from a single tile as opposed to the Han from an entire hand shape. Regrettably,
no.
Yes.
No.
Well, if you already have a Yaku.
You're a Yaku.
Thanks.
No problem. Anyway, Fish is still one away. Umbral, what's going on with your hand? I haven't even looked at it. I know I haven't looked at it. It's because it's straight garb.
Oh. The rack.
The rack.
Straight garb.
I shouldn't make that joke. Never mind.
You can. I understood it psychically. So now you don't have to, I guess is my point. Paks is an Ishan 10.
Paks is an Ishan 10. Now I'm super curious what joke you thought I was going to make.
You know, about the rack.
Uh-huh. Now it's straight garb.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm so curious. Never mind. I'm not going to think about it.
If you're not going to share your real joke, I'm not going to share my psychic. Fish has added another Han to that hand, and it's really disgusting.
Honestly, I think Fish might have made a mistake. Because keeping that 2 and discarding something else would have maybe... Discarding maybe the 5 would have maybe, like, opened your tile acceptance to the point where you could, like... ditch the 3 and then had a pair of had the 2-5 double pair weight, you know?
I see what you mean now.
It's Mahjong's complicated.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not a bad
Babies
move.
have many problems with this. It's not a bad move. And there's the
Babies have many problems with this. My god.
I would not play Mahjong with a baby.
Well, this is a premier problem facing the babies of today.
I'm always saying this.
The Tonki weight is making me very upset. You know what else is making me upset?
What?
Well, I guess not, because Benji has gone for a weight that is better. And it would have been a Tonki weight if he had kept the Yaku high.
Where are these 4s? No, it's just, 5s. Where are these 5s? Oh, all of them are completely
There's one in
dead.
every hand.
Yeah, there's one in every hand, and they're all being used. I had a 5 in every household. This is my presidential campaign promise.
Umbral still may just... Oh, Jesus. Sorry, you're not there yet, but that's my favorite noise for you this time.
Oh, Jesus. I'm so excited why you invoke the name of our Lord.
I do it every day. All the time.
See, I think Fish would have ended up in a better weight if Fish had ditched... Well, maybe that's not true. Because then you would ditch... You keep the 2, you would ditch the 5, and then you would get the 1, 2, 3, and you would be waiting on the 2 or 5 so. And it would be a better weight.
Well, yeah, but it's the same weight that Paks would have. And so... It wouldn't have gone anywhere.
I'll go somewhere.
There's been a well, I'll go to West End Toronto.
Yeah, to watch the West End Toronto Community Choir Christmas concert.
Exactly. There's been a Honda on every single round this time. Which is fun, I think.
Huh.
Well, there's been a Honda on every individual.
Oh, I see.
Not
what you don't mean is nobody has won a single hand, which would be really funny.
Which I don't mean Snide special hell.
I think I've had games end that way for real. I've had games where
I also
nobody
probably have.
ever wins. You keep that 2 to make the fish. Come on, you keep the 2 to make the 2, 4, 6 shape. Anyway, what's going on?
I understand.
Fish.
Well, actually, no, never mind. I don't. You should have discarded the 19 earlier.
Yeah. Ben, what's going on?
I sort of jumped to my teammate's defense, and then I decided to not do that. Even a little bit.
It's not a team tournament. You don't have teammates. There's no tribalism in Mahjong.
There is.
Oh, there's tribalism in Mahjong.
That's a known factor.
It's a known fact. What's going on? Ben's hand is really nice, actually. I like it a lot.
I like Umbral's hand, even though
1, 2, 3.
I don't know about the north wind,
but that 9 has to die. I feel like Umbral's keeping this north as like a safe tile, or just like for the chance to open for Yaku High. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. In fairness to Umbral, all of the other tiles that they've ditched have also been like good for tile efficiency.
Yeah. Umbral knows how to efficient a tile.
Yeah, I know this.
Ben taking this 5-9. So wait, that 5 is pretty locked up in Umbral's hand. If Paks pushes, Paks might discard that 9, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Paks might also just be in defense mode, although it doesn't really have any good defensive tiles. Aside from
Paks just tends to play closed.
Yeah.
Unless she really knows what she's going for. And it's not going to end up a Tanya hand. There doesn't seem to be any obvious, like,
Umbral is in Tenpai, by the way. Looking for a 2-5 pin. Nice side weight. Good, quick, efficient hand with Adora. And there goes the battle.
Welcome to South.
Welcome to South. That's where you live.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, we're playing Lychee Mahjong, not American Mahjong.
Oh.
It's not an American.
Have you ever played American Mahjong?
I'm deeply aware of American, but I haven't.
I've read the rules because my Mahjong set came with a set of American Mahjong rules. It seems fucked up. It seems
that's what I've gathered.
Up.
Well, it's if you know anything about my brother, which it feels like everyone should apparently, because my family drama is like a whole.
Yeah, your family drama just spills out into the chat all the time.
It's that he's the one who got me and Paks into Mahjong.
Nice fast Ryuji from Ben there. Sorry,
it's really good. I'm not speaking about it, but it's fantastic.
Mahjong?
Mahjong, yeah. But my brother's the one who got us into Mahjong, so he has a lot of Mahjong facts, which he likes to give out.
And recently one of his facts is American Mahjong's fucked up.
Yeah, it genuinely is.
Huh.
Genuinely is one of his facts, and also genuinely is fucked up. Recently he's been getting into the Hong Kong rules, so maybe I'll end up learning Hong Kong. Everyone tells me that I should have.
I have a really good. If you guys, this is Tenpai for Umbral, right? You keep the yeah. No, is not.
Nope.
Is not. It was Tenpai, but was unwilling to discard the 7 so because of safety. I roll.
Yeah, not quite folding, but.
I don't know. Not taking Tenpai is pretty folding.
There are other avenues to Tenpai here.
Anyway. I have a really good. I mean, the thing about Hong Kong Mahjong, right, is that Hong Kong Mahjong is just like doesn't mean anything in some ways. It's sort of just Mahjong. As in like the way that as in Ricci has really strict and specific scoring rules and etc. etc. And there are strict and specific scoring rules of certain types of Hong Kong Mahjong. But anyway, if you guys are looking for a good Hong Kong scoring rule set, I have a pretty good one that I'm working on.
Okay. Well, if we ever decide to play anything that isn't just, can you play Sanma in Hong Kong?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, great. If we're ever looking for something that isn't gonna make me want to explode Paks every time that we play together, then I'll hit you up for the good Hong Kong scoring.
It's chiller. Um, it's
I only say this because Pax beat me at TakoYaku. Pawn of the Dora. Happy day. You're gonna see it here in a minute.
Ooh, Pawn of the Dora is my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Does that put Pax into Tenpai? It must, but
No. Yes, it did. Never mind.
It did. Yeah, I'm looking at this hand, and I'm like, this must put you in Tenpai. Wait.
It's a good hand.
It's a good hand. Oh, and there goes the deal in to this shiny, shiny hand.
Ooh. That's me reacting to the ways the score changed.
Nice Mangan. Or Hanuman.
Nice Mahjong.
Nice Mahjong. Oh, and Umbral's
As opposed
off
to the
the
false
throne. Pax ascending to become the new queen, but a
Exactly.
slightly tumulous... tumulous?
Tumultuous.
Slightly tumulous reign.
I don't think that's...
Don't worry about it. Umbral, what is your hand? Holy shit, are you looking at Umbral's
it's a lot.
hand right now? It's messed up. This is messed
It
up.
would have been really awesome if they had started with that green dragon instead of just drawing it right then.
Drawing a
It would have been really
or
great.
so. Oh man, is one away. Nuts hand.
It's extremely...
Wait, is she one away?
It's wacko.
1, 2, 3.
It's...
You're not one away. Now you
no.
might be one away?
No. Still not one
'Cause
away.
you call, and then you discard that, and then... No. I don't know how to read. Let's look at some other hands. Pax, what do you got going? Honestly, a nice little sort of maybe Pinfu kind of... It's not the best hand ever, but it's fine.
Yeah, there's a configuration.
I also really like Umbral discarding that too so early, because that, like, disguises the half flush a little bit.
Yeah. The con of the red dragon is unholy, for the record.
Speak on this more.
Well, for one, the concept of the red dragon is naturally a heresy. Well, you can't be worshipping idols.
Right,
The red dragon is also... Every Mahjong tile is a graven image, and we can't be doing that.
Right, of course. Ooh, nice draw
I'm
there
a
from
religious
Fish.
student.
Fish, I don't understand why you discard that 4 instead of discarding the 9, but that's fine.
Actually, yeah, no, that's fucked up. Why would you do that?
Something safe tile. Ooh. Okay, now Umbral is 1 away from Tenpai. I know how the game
here we
works.
go, yeah.
Now Umbral is 1 away from Tenpai. It's kind of a weird situation, though. I might have discarded the other 5 so that you could definitely keep both of these Doras, and then... No, but that wouldn't put you 1 away from Tenpai, I think.
No.
No, that would have kept you the same as Shanten. Okay. It's fine. You're doing fine. You have to get rid of it. Don't... Fish!
Yeah, again, Toucan. This is an affront to our Lord. Anyway. Here's your warning.
The gasp. You're like 1, 2... You're like 10 seconds ahead, maybe? Nice. Oh, man. Umbral's like, no.
It's not
Listen.
good, folks.
Listen. I'm the queen.
Okay.
Look at me with my fucking butterflies and shit.
Yeah.
You think you
How
can
do you
be
feel
on
about the
top?
emote meta? I don't know who this character is.
Let me take a little peek-see at mahjongsoul.club/sex/women.
Sorry. Just conceptually mahjongsoul.club /sex/women. It's really funny. That's your lookup. That's where you go to find out.
It's actually mahjongsoul.club/characters/sex/women, but that's less funny.
I thought that you were gonna say it was /characters/women and you had just made up the slash.
No,
sex part.
the sex is important. You can't just go to mahjongsoul.club/characters/women. You have to go to mahjongsoul.club/characters/sex/women.
I'll keep in mind the sex is important when I'm working on my feminist theory final next week.
Important. Ash,
this game is really going, by the way.
Can you write a feminist theory essay on Mahjong Soul? Can I assign this to you? Can we do it together? Can we assign this to each other?
Okay.
Can we do a podcast about it?
Together? Yeah. I'm trying to pay attention to this Mahjong game, and I'm really not doing a good job.
Hang on. No, right. I'm not even on the right person, because I was looking at
Fish's hand is fantastic, by which I mean that's Tenpai, baby.
This is true.
Tenpai waiting for 5-so and 8-so, which is fun, I think.
I need this game to end so that we can have a 5-minute break and I can pitch you on a podcast we could do together.
Okay. Ben's hand is straight garb.
Ben's hand is straight garb, yeah.
Paks is in Tenpai, so that's great. That's 4-mon and 7-mon.
Yeah.
And then Umbral's hand is not straight garb anymore, but it was earlier.
Umbral's hand is still a little bit straight garb.
Out in there.
Umbral's just folding. Umbral's just like, fuck this. I'm already the queen.
Yeah. Look at my butterflies and shit.
Oh right, I was looking at emotes. I actually quite like the emotes on this character. They're like pretty expressive. They're a little bit flat. She has sort of the like early Mahjong Soul character problem where the face looks very similar every time, and like the framing of the image looks very similar. She also has a lot of text in her things, which means I need to switch over to the English language version to see what all of these say.
I see.
Which is
you gotta
kind of
go to mahjongsoul.club/en.
Oh my god, she has an emote that says FBI. But she has handcuffs. Wait, she just is the cops. She is the FBI that Yui calls. So she has an emote where she's holding her chin and she says and then she has an exclamation and terabang one. And then one where she's saying FBI and saluting and holding handcuffs. Which
no. We can't be doing this.
It's my favorite. It's my new ship. Lesbian couple. Blue Lives Matter lesbian couple, Yui and Hinata. Venting is never gonna let me stream ever again. And then she has one where she's looking.
What's the opposite of an enemy of the state?
You. And then she has...
I don't like that you've said that, but okay.
Are you not an enemy of the state? Oh, nice sumo from Paks.
Yeah, what I said was, what's the opposite of an enemy of the state? And you said me, and that's an insult.
Oh, wait, sorry. I thought you meant the opposite of the enemy of the state. I meant that you're an enemy of... I meant that you're an enemy of the state. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry for the
none of the... While we're on this, by which I mean on a thing that I said about 15 minutes ago, all of the hands in East had a Honba, and none of the hands in South have had a Honba, and that's just fun.
That is fun. Love stats. Honestly, fuck, I forgot the thing that I wanted to do. I wanted us to start early so that you could do like a stats review of the stats of the tournament on stream.
But instead we
just talked about magical girls, which honestly is fine. Is Paks in Tenpai? Pax's hand is a little fucked up, but like in a good way.
It is a little fucked. I like it.
I like it a lot. It's also fucked up, but like in a good way. Oh, but the early Ricci from Ben. I'm paying attention to the game now. Waiting on just the 4-so, which is a rough wait.
Yeah, but if you can get the Ricci in the first row of discards, I think it's worth it.
Is Paks... No, Paks is also just waiting on the 3-pin. Two very early Riccis for very funny waits here. I'm really sad that Paks couldn't get couldn't wrangle a Pinfu out of this hand. It had such Pinfu potential. And then she threw it all in the garbage.
Potential? Is this anything?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay. E-Pico opportunity for fish. You're not there yet, but I am.
E-potential.
E-potential for fish.
E-potential for fish.
I'm ready to say anything.
I will say any words.
This is not a place of honor.
Oh, there's the 4. But Umbral's straight folding.
Yeah.
Umbral is a Nintendo DS. That's a bit that we forgot to carry forward for a little while. Umbral
Oh,
is
okay.
currently a
Alright.
Nintendo DS.
I never got the original context of blank is a Nintendo DS, so now that I have it, I will make sure to use this
See,
bit appropriately.
the thing is that, like, for a while we were just saying blank is a Nintendo DS without explaining it. And that was part of the bit. But then people didn't like that, so I started explaining it.
Sad. Umbral's doing a very good job of avoiding those dealings.
Yeah, Umbral's a great Nintendo. You know when you pick up a Nintendo DS and like it's a Nintendo DS, so it's old because it's a Nintendo DS, but it's like still in good shape, and you're like, damn, this is still a nice feeling electronic device. That's Umbral.
I would like to point out that Fish here had just enough points to reach me.
I didn't even.
Which she's killing me. Anyway, the 3-chi situation is
Look at
my
Umbral's
favorite.
hand! All of the deal and tiles for everyone are in Umbral's hand, and she's just like, oh, discard that 2-pin. She's really making it work.
You know, I like when a Nintendo DS folds, there's a satisfying click to it. That's like, I know that this device is shut off. I don't even get that from my laptop.
Right. Yeah, it's too soft, right? It's kind of like got some rubber around the edges, and or like the hinge, and the Nintendo DS, it just has a really nice click.
Yeah. I'm switching to the spreadsheet to mark down the scores.
Yeah, I'm marking down the scores on this thing.
Okay. Great.
Player names. Umbral at ±30. No, just +30. That would be funny, though.
±30.
Umbral's at positive or negative 30. 12.
Well, who's to say what it is? I have to make sure. I have a lot of sort of some behind the scenes information about me real quick.
Okay.
I have 5 spreadsheets open in Firefox right now. 4 of which are for browser game Flight Rising. And one of which is for Mahjong tournament TakoYaku. And I just have to make sure that I'm opening the right one.
You should start a Mahjong tournament in Flight Rising.
I should, and I'll do that. So, I've internalized that, and off we go.
Oh, right, our podcast. Hang on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'll pitch this podcast at you.
Okay. I'll also be right back. I'm leaving the stream alone. No, I'm not. That'd be cruel. Hi, chat. I'm not looking at chat, so... really, I could just leave you alone and be the same effect. I'm opening twitch.tv/slammingcups. I can engage the audience. Twitch.tv, slammingcup. I think I'm discovering the vibe of casting with different people. Oh, here we go. There it is. Hi, chat. Blue Flight Rising. I've been totally ignoring the battle this week. May, what flight are you in? I'm a windy, so I've been doing like various Flight Rising. This tournament is next. You're leaving us unattended. Hi, chat. I'm gonna start bets. Mods are gone. Post heaven. Betting. Water. Oh, okay. Water's not okay. Yeah.
Hello,
I
chat.
thought I was gonna be like, are you light or arcane, and are you just ignoring like the battle that your flight is in? But no, water. I'm in a merc. I'm in the merc group for wind, and so I have been just very not ignoring it because I need to make money. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. So Ivy, pitch me on your podcast in a minute.
Okay. I
didn't leave stream unattended.
I guess I'll just fill. I mean, we could have just taken it's fine. I guess, but now I have to fill because I've been assigned to this. I've been assigned homework. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. How are you doing? Oh, do we have gambling this time? I didn't even look to see if we had gambling last time.
Just kidding, by the way. I live in, I go to school and shit, and my roommate is taking a shower.
Oh. Well.
Very convenient.
See, this is why you should just have your roommate be... Never mind. I'm not gonna finish the sentence.
No, go on.
I don't even. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm not worried.
I'm gonna vote for fish. I'm gonna put $500 down for fish.
Whoa. I'm now that I haven't opened twitch.tv, so I shouldn't. I haven't opened twitch.tv/slamming cup for the. I've only watched maybe one TakoYaku.
The commentary's been good, mostly when I'm commentating.
Awesome. Well, I've been busy like doing the stuff that you're supposed to do, but this includes the times that I've commentated. I just haven't opened chat. As I've been busy.
Won't let me gamble.
Doing other things.
Let me gamble. It won't let me gamble.
Your egg.
My egg. Do I have to like reopen Twitch? I just have the chat pop-up open. I don't even have Twitch open. Anyway. Here's my oh, sorry. You were telling us.
I was gonna say I'm just enjoying seeing the gravel roll across the screen, which I haven't seen in a month.
Fish. Prick with custom amount. 500. Vote.
It's gravel time,
500
baby.
spent. All right, there we go. Oh, anyway, do you want to know my podcast pitch?
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, this is based off of a podcast that this isn't even based off of a podcast that I listen. Someone in a series of podcasts that I listen to, but not this runs a different podcast that I've heard about, but have not actually seen. Your account has been signed in on another location. Oh no. I opened Mahjong Soul in the browser and then it logged me out of Mahjong Soul in BlueStacks. Hang on, give me a second. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Podcast. What if we did a podcast where every episode we review a different Mahjong Soul character? And we like go through their emotes and we like rank all their emotes and like discuss use cases and so on and so forth. And we go through all their outfits and discuss all their outfits. And then we give them sort of a ranking, and like throughout the show, characters end up like we build a tier list throughout the show. One character per episode.
Well, you've described this as a thing which you've gotten from a podcast that someone who's on a podcast that you listen to also does, but you don't listen to this podcast specifically.
That podcast is
I'm really good at absorbing information.
That podcast is about reviewing emoji.
Oh, but what I immediately connected it to was Conlang Critic. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, I'll just move on.
I'm aware of this. You said Conlang Critic? I'm aware of Conlang Critic. I've watched Conlang Critic's video on... Have they like started playing?
No.
Yes, they have.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're starting in 24 seconds. I've watched Conlang's Critic's video on like the Phyrexian Conlang in from Magic the Gathering, but nothing else.
I see. Well, at the end of every Conlang Critic video, they like get a running list of like a running tier list.
Ash, I just think that you and me should have a podcast where we rank women.
Well, my top rank would be that character that you posted a while ago that was like a cute snow furry. That's like that's my top rank already.
Wait. Oh, you mean the tiger girl?
Yeah.
Well,
sorry.
We'll get to her.
We'll get to her.
I
guess we have to rank other characters before we get there.
Yeah.
Does it have to be only women?
No. I mean, men don't exist in my brain, but we can rank men. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking about all of the crossover
we should rank all the characters. We should rank all the crossover characters too.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking about Lelouch from Code Geass.
I hate the soup people. I think they look awful.
Code Geass was one of my formative anime experiences.
The character design in that anime is awful. They're too long, and they
are long.
Sad.
This is just a problem that some anime have.
Yeah, but like, the people in like Sailor Moon are long. People in Utena are very long. But for some reason I don't mind that. But when I look at soup,
you mind it when they're in
soup people, they're too long.
You mind it when they're in these weird, like, kind of formal-looking uniforms.
It might be the suits.
Like,
yeah, you're right. It might be
yeah,
the
they're
suits.
like bishoujo, like, or bishonen.
Maybe it's just because they're men also, and men don't exist. Yeah. And so I look at this thing, and I'm like, first of all, I don't understand what it is because men don't exist. Second of all, it's too long.
Mahjong.
Right, Mahjong. See,
what I'm learning. I think I started saying this and then I got distracted by Flight Rising. What I'm learning about commentating with different people is that me and MRM are really good at talking about Mahjong, and me and you are really bad at staying on top.
This is. I'm really good at commentating because I'm good at not talking about the game, except when I need to. Like the fact that Ben is now Reachied. Waiting on a 3.
I think we might be actually in sync this time. Hold on. Tell me whose turn it is.
Fish has just discarded an 8. It's
God damn it. I'm still ahead by about 10 seconds.
Fuck. Wait, hang on. When Pax discards her tile, say bop. Sorry.
I think I'm a full turn ahead of you, so...
When Pax...
Pax just Reachied. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have. Okay, we're not actually... Pax basically just Reachied. We're like maybe 4 seconds apart. That's not that bad.
Okay.
We're like less than a turn apart, which is fine.
Umbral chooses to pass up that Riichi, which is fun.
Yeah, Umbral loves to fold. Umbral loves to be a Nintendo DS.
Umbral does love to be the Nintendo DS.
Which is...
It's currently... It seems to be working out for...
Yeah. No, she knows
we
what
have
she's
2
doing.
Nintendo... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, fish. Oh, the deal in.
There it is.
Oh no, the double run! I wasn't even paying attention to the weights because I was too busy thinking about podcasts.
Yeah. We have 2 Nintendo DSs at this table. The original Nintendo DS, which is PAX, and then Umbral.
Right. Wait, which Nintendo DS is Umbral?
XL.
So true.
I had a DS XL. I'm biased.
I had a red original DS that came with Mario Kart DS, an amazing game that is about snakes.
Yes!
Oh my god, super fast Riichi from Fish.
Yeah, extremely. Almost a double Riichi.
And it's not Pinfu because of the pair of greens, which is very funny.
Sad.
And is on the 3-tile weight shape, though. Damn. And she's a 3-tile weight shape?
She is a 3-tile. That's my favorite type of weight.
Yeah.
Not quite Ipatsu, because Pax chose to wait. You're a year behind, I forget.
No.
Pax chose to wait a turn before discarding that 7-mon, so it wasn't Ipatsu. So it wasn't as bad as it could be. But here we are. What I was going to say is that Pax and Umbral...
Okay, fix Fish getting some of those points back. Pax and Umbral, yes.
Pax and Umbral are our 2 positive UMA. So it seems like being the Nintendo DS is the... Are they actually? Hold on. I might be a fool.
Yeah, no, you're correct. They got first and second last game.
Okay, thank God.
Do you think if you were Fish here, say you're... Okay, imagine the sea. Imagine the ocean, lakes, rivers. You're Fish. Do you go for the half flush here? Well, at this point, yes, you do. I was while I was making this joke, it progressed more and more and more, and at every point the joke became a stupider and stupider thing to say.
It became more fraught
because as I kept going, it became more and more obvious that you just get the half flush.
You do. I closed my eyes in order to visualize being a fish.
Right. And then when you opened them, it was already a half
And then when I opened them... But I was imagining swimming in the ocean. I was imagining the waves like being a little fish, like a minnow, and the waves are real big. And then you said the words, do you go for the half flush? And I, like, in my mind, the camera angle reversed to look at my face with the question marks beside it.
Uh-huh.
I'm just a fish.
Bro, I'm just a fish. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even know what a half flush is. Honey to these. This is gonna end up a tonky wait, and I hate it.
It is. I was about while you were just. Sorry. Yeah, I would not have called that 1, 2, 3. That just it just straight up does not increase your Shanten. It doesn't even get you like a Dora or anything.
No. And now, yeah.
Oh, well, now there's a pair. Okay,
it is not safety. A tonky wait.
It's not a tonky wait. I think Fish is pretty likely to get this, except that Pax has 2 of those 4s, and Pax is a Nintendo DS, and Pax is... Well, it's a little bit of a disguised half flush, you know? Because it's not necessarily...
there's a 17 in there.
No, it's not even that. It's that the East Winds have been called, and thus Fish has a non-half flush...
Yaku.
Yeah. Yaku, and so, like, you can't... It's probably the half flush, but it doesn't necessarily make it safer, although every... And also Fish is in a situation where she's about to be discarding more and more pin. Because anything
so
that's not this 1 or 4. Yeah. But, like, all of these 4s are pretty locked up, and that's so sad. Can we get 5 likes?
The 1s are wide open, though. Except for the one that's already in there.
Except that there's only 2 of them even out there.
Oh, I can't read.
Uh-huh.
Which is good, because I'm not a writer.
Yeah. Thank God.
Anyway.
Umbral opening up. Bold move. In Tenpai for the 5 or the 8. Ooh, but Fish gets the run.
Happy first Honba of the Hanchan, folks.
Happy first Honba. Nice Mangan. I don't know where the music stopped. Who's sending me messages? It's my little brother. My little brother is sending me music for my podcast. I will look at that later. Anyway, awesome. The thing is that I know how to make podcasts. I used to produce a podcast. I used to, like, do a talk show style podcast about fan fiction with my friend Frankie, who you might also know as Keeper Pigeons.
Yes.
Also, I make a fiction podcast. Anyway, I know how to make podcasts. So if you want to make a podcast for real, we can make a podcast. I'm just going to pitch this to you live on air.
I've been on a podcast before. That being said, it was an actual play podcast, and I actually, I enjoy some actual play podcasts. What?
I'm just being an asshole. You said I actually, and then I said played.
Okay.
Continue,
I see.
Please.
I understand now. Thanks for explaining.
Fish one away.
I like some actual play podcasts, but it's not good when it's an amateur actual play podcast done by, like, you and the group of people who you happen to know. Like, it wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean, all things are amateur until they're not.
All things are amateur until they're not. You know what isn't amateur? Is the Wings of Fire book series read-through podcast that I fully intend to make real. Where we go through each, like, chapter by chapter. The Wings of Fire series, young adult fiction books. That's not amateur. That's
for real.
That's for real.
That's real.
Those
life.
books are good.
Man, you know what? Young adult animal novels I read as a kid. These were my warrior cats. Nice Reachy from Fish here.
It is. You know whose hand I really like? I really like Paks' hand. It's a shame that there's only the one Yaku in it.
Yeah. Shame about your Yaku.
It's so beautiful, though.
Yeah, it's a nice little weight too. There's 3 7s out there. None of them are in people's hands. As for 2s and 3s, one of them is locked up in Fish's hand. Umbral might discard the 2 because of Suji. Pax has got a nice little Suji trap here. Nice little, sort of like
Well, it's too late for that at this point, which you'll find out in about 5 seconds.
Oh, what? Oh, I see what happens. Yeah, that's what the music did.
Oh, it's time for fish torture time.
Oh, a little bit of fish torture time. Are we gonna get some emotes, or are
No,
we just gonna
no
sit
emotes,
here?
no emotes.
Nope, just sitting here.
Silent.
Oh, great, fantastic. Come on, fish, put on a show. We got an audience.
Well, they're in voice chat together, so I'm sure that there's a live torture time happening.
Oh my god, fish really pushed that. That went down to 1 second.
Yes, that's a level of stress I would not have put myself under.
I mean, you know, Fish came in last place in the last one. If Fish wins this with a decent score, that's gonna do weird things to the final standings. There's our second Honda also. I assume you yawned because she takes the draw here. Oh, maybe? Wait, how many orphans? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Wait, why would you discard the red? Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's
what?
the thing.
I don't... What?
I am baffled by this decision.
There was 11...
Also,
what?
That's the first time I've ever seen the 9 terminal initial draw button.
Really? It's like a dark
It's a new
purple.
color.
Why would you discard the red? But what? Fish?
There were 11 orphans.
There were 11 and you ditched it and you're not... What? Is
The
Fish just
Yakuman
going
chance.
for a different hands?
I mean, I guess it's...
That was a complete accident.
I guess we're Chanta, maybe?
I guess it was an accident. It must have been an accident. Fish must have been like counting orphans. Honestly, this hand is kind of coming together, which is really funny.
Yeah,
it's
which is
very
fucking
funny
weird.
that this hand is kind of coming together. Okay, I'm gonna look at some other hands. Pax, what do you got?
It should be Chanta.
Pax's hand is really nice, honestly.
Oh, this is extremely nice.
I
I never know what to do with that, like 1 2 2 2 3 3 type of pattern where you have
discard a Dora.
Triplet in the middle.
I'm not sure how I feel about that Dora discard, but it is what it is.
Dora discard, or as I like to call it, discard.
Wow, get him.
It's because it starts with a D.
I guess Pax is looking for the well, a nice thing for Fish here is that it's very easy for her to fold. Ben Reachies. A lot of early Reachies out of Ben. 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Ooh, whoa, Apatsu. Nice weight. Good weight.
Yeah.
Good job, Ben.
It's the noise I made when I saw that before you was like a sound that can only be described as TCH. But that doesn't pick up very well on mine.
Sure.
I would have to like really spit it. But it was like,
yeah, Dora.
see, it didn't come through at all.
I said Dora instead of Discord. The Discord sound suppression is just crushing it into oblivion.
Yeah.
Fish giving up the
really...
seat, but is still like nicely in first. Umbral has neither won nor lost a single point the entire game.
And that's what winning is. This is what I like. I mean, I like to call this the MRM theory of winning. Although many other people have also said it.
Yeah, this is like a normal thing to say, but we can.
This is like a normal thing.
MRM theory of winning. That's fine.
But it's a theory which MRM put out in sort of a list format, which satisfies. Fishy cannot resist pressing the button, which I respect inherently.
I'm so excited to see what button. Great button. Top tier button.
Let me be clear. This is a bad move. That being said.
What happens? Wait, that south makes the west. Okay, there's no west. It literally doesn't even matter. Pax, discard your 1/2. Pax, you have an extra block and it sucks. Pax, discard your 1/2. You have too many blocks.
Yeah. But think, there
Okay,
could be.
I'm thinking. It's not even just that the 1-2 is a redundant block because you have too many blocks, is that it's also using the 3, which is already being used by a better block.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
Also, this hand would be Tanyo if you got rid of the 1-2.
Exactly. Jerry, it would be Tanyo! You've got too many blocks, Jerry! I'm getting tired.
What I like about Tanyo is it sounds like Ponyo.
Right, the Ghibli movie.
And I like that movie.
Where do you rank it in your Ghibli movie rankings?
I feel like whenever I say that Spirited Away is my favorite Ghibli movie, it's like, well, that's the most basic choice ever. That being said, it is correct. So I can't blame myself too hard.
I don't like Spirited Away that much, is the thing.
I loved it.
That's fair.
Like nothing. Ponyo is like... I don't know if I would say Ponyo is second, because it wasn't like one I had a formative experience with. But it is up there in my top 5 or so, because it brings me uninhibited joy whenever I see it.
It's good.
I think about Ponyo, Fishy, and Dasi, and I have like a really excellent
That motherfucker is
time.
in the sea, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fishin' no Yaku Tenpai is very funny. Just fucking ride it out, you know? Just, yeah.
Listen, you con the 9-pin because you have to hit the button, it's purple.
It's purple.
And then you just see what the fuck happened. I believe that fish will get under the river here.
Prediction, will fish get under the river?
Who win Hanshan?
Yeah, I think my like things that I like in Ghibli movies, and also just in movies. You've heard of these, right? Movies?
No.
Okay. Things that I like in Ghibli movies, and also just movies. You've heard of these, right? Movies?
No.
Okay.
Start over.
Things that I like in Umbral going out of Tenpai. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and Pax is the
like
option
the Nintendo
to
DS.
Yeah, but it was a weird fold. Who were you folding against with that 3 discard?
Pax now.
Oh, but it was before Pax Reaching.
I know, but now it's Pax.
It's preemptive folding. It's like pre-cog.
Like the Nintendo
pre-cog folding. Yeah, like the Nintendo DS.
It's like when I know that I don't want to play the video game anymore, but my hands move before my brain does.
Right.
And
yeah.
I close Brain Age concentration training, like, without thinking.
Great choice. Oh,
yeah.
Umbral?
That one's a 3DS game, sorry.
Oh, and Umbral finally loses.
Holy
oh my
fuck!
god, but no Yaku! I forgot about no Yaku! I forgot there wasn't a Yaku.
We were at different moments which were both equally shocking. You will really like it, though. Welcome to hell! Welcome to hell! Is this it? Is this game? No, it isn't.
Well, Fish
oh my
had
God.
over 30,000 points.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Well, Pax goes from last to first single-handedly.
Jesus. Oh, poor Fish.
And here's the Honda that we were all waiting for.
Great.
Pax's initial hand here has an Ipeko chance, which I'm very into, but also there's some other blocks happening there, which I
got
don't
some
hate.
garbage.
It's a garbo. It's really everything except for the Monarch garbage, so you could go for a half.
Everyone's hand is garbage. No, Fish's hand is okay. It's a little garbage.
Yeah, Fish's hand is perfectly fine. You gotta get rid of that 9-pin, though.
Yeah.
That's garb.
Anyway.
There you go. Well, okay.
Anyway, Ghibli movies.
Ghibli's.
My preference in Ghibli movies and also movies is really shown by my favorite movie, which is I can't think straight because there's too much oxygen in my head because of laughing. Which is Porco Rosso. Great movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic movie. And I'm like, the reason why I like one, I just like I like Porco Rosso, and I don't really like Spirited Away a lot, in part because I'm an edgy fucker. And it's like liking Spirited Away
is a wholesome
is
movie.
uncool because everyone likes Spirited Away. But also like Porco Rosso is like a character piece in a way that Spirited Away is not. Spirited Away is all vibes, and I'm like, I want more meat. I want more character.
Well, this is also demonstrated in the fact that I think my second favorite Ghibli movie is probably
Fish's Weight is so funny.
It's extremely funny. Oh, good lord. I hate it.
So
no,
funny.
I hate that. I don't like that. That sets my teeth on edge. I don't like it. This is how I feel about Tonky weights. They make me go,
Right, this one in particular, something about that 3, 3, 4, 4, 5 is really uncomfortable.
And then 9.
Like, it takes a while to figure out how 3, 3, 4, 4, 5 even makes 2 total blocks. Or 3 total. Wait, hang on. No,
2.
see, now
There's a 2 at the beginning of it, and it's 2 blocks.
Oh, wait, there is a 2. I don't know how to read.
You don't.
I don't.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. We've been over
my
this.
second favorite Ghibli movie is Nausicaa of the Wind.
That's a good
and so that also shows our different tastes, because Nausicaa of the Wind is the definition of like all vibes. Like there is something to it in like story wise. Like it has a, you know, it's like if Tales of Earthsea were really good.
It's just a fun sentence.
Yeah. Well, because it's like it's doing a complex thing with its story. But the thing which is important about Nausicaa to me is not what it's doing with its story. It's the fact that it's full of weird bugs.
Love a weird bug. You looking
And
at
it's
the
like
screen right now? I'm a weird bug.
True. It's full of weird bugs. The vibes are perfect, and it's just like visually stunning. And also the weird bugs extremely important. I have to repeat it about 3 times.
Weird bugs, weird bugs, weird bugs, weird bugs, weird bugs. Ron, Pax wins off a Tonky weight, off of Fish who's on a Tonky weight. How does that make you feel?
It's like, you ever seen that Drawfee animated bit that's like Julia's face when she reads The New Yorker? I feel like that.
Absolutely not. I have no clue what you're talking about. We're still in East 4.
2 Honba.
2 Honba.
It's our first 2 Honba of the
Wait, why did the game
of the table?
Why did the game not end there? Oh, it's because it's East, not South. Wait, it's not South? How?
It's East 4.
It's East 4.
You just said the words East 4. They came out of your mouth.
Listen, me commentating these matches is gonna make people think I'm not smart, which is not true.
I take comfort in the fact that I've commentated other matches very intelligently, so I don't have to work that hard for this one. It's like when
I enter when I'm doing Twitch streaming, I enter a real kind of like butch bimbo mode. End of sentence.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I'm just here to like have a good time and drink some tea and like talk about Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind and its weird bugs.
So good.
What's your favorite weird bug from that movie? Also, the chat is always talking about Mahjong, and so like they're really just doing the commentary for us, you know?
We don't have to do anything.
We don't have to do anything. They're doing all the work. Like, why would we even bother? They're probably noticing so many things that we're not even noticing. So like they're just doing a better job. This is our podcast. This is a honestly
podcast that you're listening to while you watch a Mahjong game.
Ash, let me pitch you on this. We could have a podcast where it's just like some of it is talking about Mahjong, and then some of it is just like going on tangents that women in Mahjong Soul remind us of.
I think that would be what the original podcast would be anyway. That's the good thing about that pitch, is you don't have to pitch it very hard because it's just already true. Pax is in Ishan 10.
Pax has been in Ishan 10 for like ever. Is just waiting for this red dragon, and it's not coming. Why'd you tell me to shut up? I don't. What did I do? What did I do?
You made me angry.
What did that make
in this moment?
I don't understand what I did. I'm sorry.
development in the hand, and you said that it wasn't recent, and I got angry with you.
I love these dueling white dragons. The white dragon Doras that are just stuck in people's hands.
Oh, it's really
deeply funny.
Umbral is also in Ishan 10. You got anything to say about that?
What the fuck is happening with Fish's hand? What is this hand? What is this hand? This hand
Jesus
is
Christ.
fucked up, right?
Sorry,
Oh,
that's what
Richi's.
Well, no, it's a.
Oh wait, this is a normal hand.
It's a 5-mon, 8-mon.
Okay,
It
this
just
is
looks
actually a
fucked up
good
because
hand.
of the
Yeah.
failed Ipeco in there.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's mean to say failed Ipeco. You know what I mean?
This hand,
It's
Fish's
gonna-
hand is a
Well,
total
okay,
failure.
She discarded a 3-peen. It could have been an Ipeco, and it literally just wasn't for no reason.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hang on. Fish, look at your list of Yaku.
Fish, think.
Wow.
What if,
Now who's being rude?
what? Me saying fish think?
Fish, think. It's a little rude.
That wasn't meant to be the end of the sentence.
It is the end of the sentence. I've decided it.
Okay.
Paks waiting for the 3-6 Mon. No Mon is safe.
No mon is safe.
It's kind of like Why the Last Mon, the comic book.
Uh-huh.
No Mon is safe.
I like that joke.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've just been introduced to one of my favorite bits, which is where I say, "Yeah, that's funny," instead of like laughing.
Uh-huh. Is this a bit or is this just a normal way to react?
No, this is just a thing. It's just a thing I do. Ben has a beautiful. I like this toy, and I like the potential for double Yaku High, and I think it's fun.
Yeah.
That being said,
There's-
oh no!
What? Oh no?
Brace yourself.
I'm bracing. I'm bracing so hard it's very pain. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's not that bad actually. It's just a little.
Of
sting.
all the people to deal in, Umbral was the safest person to deal into there.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other hands were kind of fucked up.
Welcome to South, and also that gets out of
Oh my God,
gets us out of the
at
Honda
last,
zone.
We're out of South.
We're out of East rather, and we're into South.
We're out of South.
Nope.
Ash.
Try again.
Ash. When it goes to college, we're out of South.
It's not true. I'm still in.
Are you still in South? I don't know how American geography works. This is all I know about American geography. Chicago is sort of to the left of me, and then Richmond is sort of south of me. That's it. That's all I
Yeah,
know.
that's about it.
Chicago is where I visit a lot because I have a lot of friends there. Richmond is where my
Do you have
girlfriend
any
lives.
general idea of where Arkansas and Oklahoma are on a map?
The only thing I know about Oklahoma is Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the
Yeah,
plains,
that's
where the waving
I get that.
wheat can sure smell sweet, and the somethings, and then.
weirdly what I've learned
Oh.
from living in Oklahoma is that people
Lahoma.
from Oklahoma don't reference Oklahoma that much.
It's
And
a
by
bad
Oklahoma, I mean
musical.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's one of the worst musicals I've ever seen. Do you want to hear my Oklahoma story?
Okay.
Some people in the audience will have heard this story multiple times. But basically, fucking, I went to a high school that has a. How much does this dox me? I don't think
Okay,
it doxes
well,
me that much. No, it doesn't dox me at all. I went to, well, I'm just like, it doxes me in like different ways than other ways I dox myself. There are different
It's
ways
important
you
to
can
stick it up.
Yeah. Well, there's things that anyway. Anyway, I went to a high school that had both a theater production program and a musical theater production program. It's
Okay.
silly high school. And I was in theater production, not in musical theater production. You weren't allowed to do both because they were so much work.
Okay.
Like they both
You had to pick a lane and stay
Yeah,
there.
they both took up 2 class slots.
Yeah.
And they both had like a ton of after school stuff, so you weren't allowed to do both. Anyway, I was in theater production, but musical theater production had a problem, and that problem was that they were so unorganized. They like
Oh no.
it was garbage. They were a total fucking mess.
Yeah. That would drive me up a wall, so I understand.
And I knew how to sew. Very valuable skill.
It is.
And I know how to sew, and I needed volunteer hours.
Okay. Oh no.
And so what I did was I went up to the professor who was running the musical theater program, and I was like, "Hey, what if I do all of your costumes? What if I do all of your costumes, and in exchange you give me volunteer hours?" And he was like, "What? Oh, nice sumo at a fish. I'm paying attention to the game."
This hand was. I was gonna comment on it when I found a break in the monologue.
Oh, it was not going to end.
Okay, awesome. Well, I was really sad that it didn't end up a full flush, but that hand is still really good, so actually I don't mind. And I'm glad that Fishy got some points back.
Yeah,
it's been a tough one.
It's been a minute.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, and they were putting on Oklahoma, and so, and like I had a spare. Another part of this was I had a spare during the musical theater like classes, and so for like an entire year of high school, or almost an entire year of high school, I spent like 2 or 3 afternoons a week just sitting in the auditorium watching rehearsals of Oklahoma. And so I have seen Oklahoma maybe 30,000 times.
Yeah.
And it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. And that's my Oklahoma story.
Thanks.
No problem.
Since I have moved to Oklahoma, I think not a single person I've met here has referenced the musical Oklahoma.
Well, because you're already there. You don't need to. You're just there.
Exactly. I think they're all a little sick of it.
Yeah, they're like.
But you know what Oklahomans will talk about?
Chicago, the musical.
They'll talk about cats.
It's very funny.
That's not true. They'll talk about the restaurant Brahms. Which I learned about when I moved to Oklahoma.
I have no fucking clue what this is.
Brahms is a fast food like burger location that also is famous for its ice cream.
These nines?
I don't know.
Okay, carry on.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's fine.
I also do not understand that movie even a little bit, but it's okay and it's all right.
It's fine. It's fine. Tell me about Brahms.
Brahms is a fast food burger place, generic. People who have been there will advocate for it like it is the best thing since sliced bread. Really,
do they sell sliced bread at Brahms?
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense then.
That one's not a lie. That one's serious. I have to specify because I've created this new brand for myself where I lie.
I'm a bad influence on you.
Well, I have to make it very clear when it is a lie and when it isn't.
You're gonna go home for Christmas, and you're gonna start lying, and Pax is gonna be like, "Ash, why are you lying so much?"
What happened to you?
Well, I did some commentary with Ivy from Slam and Cup.
Yeah, and you couldn't listen to it because you were busy playing.
Because we were busy playing, and now I lie. Ivy told me that it's great to lie, and I believe her because she's so cool.
Exactly. Well, it's known for its ice creams. They have really good like ice cream and milkshakes and stuff. But also attached to the Brahms is a dairy market / grocery store.
Okay.
It's called a dairy market because mostly they have like dairy products because they have a special kind of milk. That is like
love to have a special kind of milk.
A special kind of milk. And it's like the specificity of the milk is defined on all of the placemats for Brahms, but I can't remember exactly what it is. It's like instead of having it's lactose intolerant safe, I think is the point.
Sure.
But it's like so all of their products made with this particular milk are available in this dairy market. I'm 2 hands behind in my brain
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
because I forgot to switch to the new dealer after the beautiful fishy sumo, and then I looked up and I was across the table from the dealer, and I was like, well, this isn't good. I don't have anything more to say about Brahms. I'm just going on.
Maybe we should talk about Mahjong.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. What's up with Fishy's hand? We should do some hand reviews.
I don't
we haven't
hate
done
it.
this in a while. I don't hate
This
it.
is fine.
This is fine. I like the bulging shape. Love a bulging shape.
True.
True.
Paks got an early Yaku high, which means that it's going to be an aggressively open hand from here out, which she can do because she's in first.
Good for you. Good for you, Pax.
I like Ben's hand a lot. I mean, I think it has too many blocks.
I also really like Ben's hand. It's shiny. It has too many blocks, but it's pretty easy to cut down.
Yeah, it's still, we're in the early stages of development.
Umbral, what are you up to? It's fine. The early stages of development. Babies have no problem with this, etc.
Yeah.
You know the joke, but by this point. I would just ditch. Honestly, if I was Ben, I would ditch the 2-pin. This is a thing I do all the time. If I have a pair of Dora, I'll just cut that down to a pair, and like get rid of everything around it, or like assign it to different blocks. Because I'm like, I never want to discard this Dora, so let's just like force myself at gunpoint to keep it, which is probably a bad thing to do, but is also fine.
No, I think this makes sense. In this situation specifically, the 2 is also. But, well, I guess if you had a 2, 3, 4, that would actually not be bad. Because then you have a pair of the 1-pin and a pair of the 5-pin, so you could get into
you also have a pair of the...
triplet weight.
You have too many pairs. That's the main problem.
You have too many
with Ben's
pairs.
hands. There's too many pairs.
There's 3 pairs in it, which is not a good number of pairs to have.
Yeah.
But I was going to say it's a reasonable move to make because the 2 is also waiting on a 3, and the 4-5 is waiting on a 3 anyway.
Right.
You just cut it so that only one is waiting on a 3, and that's normal. I'm doing that extremely deliberately.
You know what it reminds me of?
And not actually when I'm shocked by something anymore.
Yeah, there goes.
This was a normal one.
Um,
No, actually it is sad because now Fishy is back down to last.
Yeah,
and briefly
by
Fishy was not in last.
Points. Do you know what it reminds me of every time you gasp? Is
what?
Do you know the semi-famous internet bit where they sing all the game titles to the Wii Shopping Channel theme? Wii Shop Wednesday?
I'm aware of a different internet bit where you sing to the Wii Shop Channel theme.
I think
so
it might.
I'm
not sure if it comes from this, but this is what I know it from. They like sing anyway. At the end of it, they gasp a lot for some reason, and it makes me think of that. It's a good video.
Well, when I was an impressionable youth, I watched a lot of.
I thought you were gonna say when I was an impressionist, and I was gonna be like, hang on, hold on.
I'm still an impressionist. I'm a working artist, and you should pay me money.
I'll pay you money. How much money do you want?
Thanks. 2.
Okay, the PayPal is a $5 minimum.
Damn it! You don't know what I was asking for 2 of.
That's 2 what? Is 2 Great British Pounds 5? No, that's not true.
It's not.
It's not.
The inflation is not that bad. 2 Canadian dollars is significantly.
The Canadian dollar sucks
US dollar.
right now.
It's really bad.
The Canadian dollar is straight garbage.
The Canadian dollar is straight garb.
The Canadian dollar is a straight garb.
We've immediately stopped talking about Mahjong.
You were telling a story also that was also unrelated to Mahjong and stopped.
I don't remember what the original story was.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
when I was an
Pax's
impressionable youth. You were talking about Wii Shop Wednesday. I was going to talk about the YouTube channel Brental Floss.
Okay. Wait, is that Talking Orange YouTube channel? No.
It was like he did a lot of what if this video game track had lyrics.
Okay.
Videos
that
stick in my brain to this day.
Yeah. classic.
Including what if the Wii Shop channel theme had, and that's
Right.
the point of the story.
Great story.
Pax's hand is infuriating me at this. Not because it's bad, it's like pretty close to Tenpai, but there's just I keep thinking about what to discard in it, and it's making me upset.
It has, yeah. It's Ipeko. What do you mean? What do you discard in it? It's easy. This is the easiest hand of all time. There you go. You discard that 5-pin. It's easy. This is easy. Ash, a skill issue.
Well,
Have you ever considered that your skills might be issued?
Pax discarded the 3 so, not the 5 pin.
What? Why? What? Pax, what the fuck?
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 7 pairs. Okay, I get it. Fish also 7 pairs chance. Well, we were...
Chitoitsu moment.
Yeah, double Chitoitsu
You have to
chance.
you have to alert me of these things.
I'm sorry, I'm busy talking about things that aren't Mahjong. We got double Chitoitsu chance. Pax is doing some math. Umbral,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Umbral's building normal hand dot deck.
It's
Normal.
it's
normal.
not the worst. I don't hate it.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's normal.
It's normal.
It's a normal.
Well, there's a Tanya. There's a red 5 in there.
Yeah, normal hand.
There's really nothing else going on, but like,
Yeah, it's Ishan 10.
who give a shit?
Who among us give a shit?
Umbral and Pax are at the top here. They can afford to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
As long
true.
as either of them ends this hand by winning, then we're good.
Mm-hmm.
And they get to advance.
I mean...
Hell yes.
No.
Beautiful day.
Wait, who's Senpai? It took me a second to figure out. It's 7 pairs. At least Fishy gets to die with 7 pairs, you know?
Happy Chitoitsu.
It's kind of like... And Umbral wins again! Jesus Christ.
I know.
It's kind of like the James Bond theme song for the James Bond movie made by Britney Spears. The theme is made by Britney Spears, not the movie. Another Way to Die.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, not Another Way to Die. Die Another Day? No, Another Way... No, I am thinking of Another Way to Die, which is not by Britney Spears. Another Way to Die
Okay.
is by...
Hold on, get it together and then start over, because I stopped listening.
Okay, Fish died with the 7 pairs, which is kind of like
Okay.
the James Bond theme song by Jack White and Alicia Keys, Another Way to Die.
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 And you're sure?
I'm updating the scores.
So am I.
Player names.
That's crazy.
Wow, we're so
Wow.
in sync. Can you just
Yay.
tell me what these final Uma things are so I don't have to do math? I usually just get my
Well, of course I will.
co-host to do the math for me.
Umbral's final Uma is 58.1.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's not as good as Strings,
There
who's
are-
at 60, but it's still pretty fucking
It's
good.
not as good as String.
Did you see? I mean, you did because you posted it, but Strings got 60 Uma, exactly 90,000 points, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right,
I really
what's
like
Pax at?
it. Pax is at 29.6.
29.6. And Ben?
Ben is at negative 31.6.
31.6. And then Fish.
Negative 56.1.
The standings for these both of these games were almost exactly the same. Also, I was saying that and I missed what you said. Negative 56.1?
Correct.
Oh.
All of the tables so far. Here's your stat count moment. Since I haven't had like official stats to post in a little bit, because I've been doing things other than reviewing Mahjong game logs.
Like what?
I go to school and shit.
Oh, fuck.
All of the games so far in the knockout round, and we'll see if our final table proceeds in the same fashion. All of the games so far in the knockout round have had each player get positive Uma twice or negative Uma twice.
Mhm.
They've always ended up in third and in third, fourth both games, or in first, second both games. The standings have been consistent every, which is extremely
That's
cool.
very funny.
I just it's
Ash, do you have 20 minutes?
anyway. Ben and Fisher in party time.
Mm-hmm. Congrats to them, and congrats to Umbral. Sorry, I was eating part of a shawarma while you were talking.
I heard.
Oh, did you? Shit, I was trying to be away from the mic. It's like a good microphone though, so it's sensitive.
Yeah, well.
I just poured tea all over myself. Fuck.
I heard that too.
Shit. Oh, I have a cloth right here. Okay, great. Ash, do you have like 20 minutes?
What, to stay here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. See, because here's the thing. I'm serious about this podcast. I could use a new kind of just like casual talk podcast. I like producing. I like producing like a serious art podcast and then a silly podcast. And Frankie is currently writing a thesis. And so our podcast is on hiatus.
Yeah. Well, within the next, 2 weeks, you're not going to get much better from me than you would get from someone who was writing their thesis.
Oh, yeah.
For aforementioned reasons.
No, I'm not saying we do this in the next 2 weeks. I'm just saying, like, in general, it's a thing that we could do. I'm pitching you on this for real.
I appreciate your commitment to thinking it'd be fun to do a podcast with someone who you've spoken to over voice call once at this point.
That's not true. We've spoken twice.
Is it true?
No, that's not true. This is the second... I had it wrong. This is the second time I've ever heard your voice.
Ah, yes. The first time was when I casted Mahjong like a week ago.
Exactly. Listen. You got good to...
And you were struck by my capability to have a podcast.
I know, and listen, I know chemistry when I smell it.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, let's take 20 minutes. Let's quickly just demo this podcast.
Okay.
And just see how we feel about it. And then we can talk about it after the holidays.
Okay.
MahjongSoul.club. Who do you want to review?
That's a great question.
/ characters,
personally
/ sex / women.
God help me. I only have Kaguya-hime. And so Kaguya-hime is the only character that I really know
so
other than
here's the question.
defaults.
Do you think that... Wait, who the fuck is this? I've never seen this person. Do you think, like, as a test run for the podcast, it would be better... Did they just add a character? There's a character on this list who I've never seen before, and also there's nothing on her. There's nothing on her wiki page. Hang on.
Holy shit! Well, no. Tell me more about this.
Heli. Her name is Heli. First of all, I should put this up on this screen.
Heli. Okay. I can't navigate the website mahjongsoul.club. This is.
Do you have it auto-translating to English? You can also, if you go to the drop-down menu that's sort of like in a bubble separate from the other drop-down menus, that's a language selector.
I've done it. I've switched it to English. Thank God. This doesn't help that much, but it helps a little bit. Characters, list. Sure. What did you say her name was?
I forgot this was sideways. I'm gonna have it not be sideways. Her name is how the fuck? Okay, it's probably actually... Hang on, sorry, I'm just like changing.
I believe in you.
Well, I
believe in your ability to answer the question I've set.
I want to have a good format. I think this is best if I have it on the game screen, because then the browser feels a similar sort of niche to the game. Except the window capture needs to be like down just above Mahjong. There we go, perfect. Her name is Heli.
Okay.
This Final Fantasy looking motherfucker. There's nothing on her wiki page. Literally nothing.
Eli.
And I've never seen her.
I'm looking. It's not... Okay. Characters / sex / female. What I want to know is why characters / sex / female takes me to a different web page than characters / list / female.
Oh, you can also go mahjongsoul.club /content /women. That will bring you to just the women. Women are content.
Content / women.
Yeah. You can either
Awesome. Thanks for letting me know.
That didn't work. Huh, weird.
Is it...
God. Just bring me to the English site. Characters. Sex,
Is her name
women.
Siri in English?
Her name...
Ciri?
Where is she? Where'd she go? Now I'm on the English site, so it might be different. Characters. Just bring me to all characters. Wait, she was only on the Japanese site. What?
Holy fuck.
Holy fuck.
Okay, well now I have to go to the Japanese site.
Just go to the characters, the all the characters thing, and then switch to Japanese.
You have to describe her to me visually.
Okay. Visually, Siri was apparently in a recent story. Oh, so she's like upcoming. Wild.
Does she have like reddish hair and the circlet on her head?
Yes, I've lost her. Where did she go?
Okay, well she's on the English website. She's just under the name Siri.
Oh. I've lost her.
I see her.
But if you click on her page, there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. I can locate women.
Apparently, apparently she was in a recent story, according to May. So she's about to be added. They've probably data mined her icon and name and nothing else.
Awesome.
Who do you want to review? Who are we reviewing?
I did just scroll down to men, but I won't force you to.
You won't subject me to this.
I won't subject you to the fact that I just scrolled down and looked at a man, and I was like, ooh, and then I was like, well, no,
we could review
again.
Listen, we would review men eventually.
We can cross that hurdle later.
When we get to it.
We can go through that together. At some point.
Oh, they have Toki in this? My favorite Saki character. I didn't know they had Toki in this. Toki's so fucking good. Anyway,
where's Toki?
Don't worry about it. I don't want to do a collab character.
We'll cross that Toki Undoji. Okay, I see now. What about Fuji?
Oh, sure. I have feelings about Fuji.
Okay.
Where is she? I'm struggling. I don't know how to read.
I did click on her webpage, on her wiki page, and the first thing that I saw has the face of a 16-year-old girl. So
hang on.
Here we are.
Where I can never recognize Fuji on this page.
Your cursor was just over her on the stream.
Well, you're so behind. You're behind on multiple axes. So that
it doesn't matter what I see on the stream.
Okay, cool. Alright, I guess we'll just go over her blurb first. Fuji is the owner of luck and fortune and has the face of a 16-year-old girl. But according to an insider, she looked exactly like how she looks now when his great blah 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 played mahjong in this dojo. There are 2 taboos in luck and fortune. Don't take the owner's money and don't talk about her age. Huh. How do you feel about that? How are we feeling about Fuji thus far?
Not good.
Just only blurb.
Anyway.
I
regret my decisions.
I
appreciate. Ivy. Here's my first tangent of the pseudo podcast.
Sure.
Is that I have been returning to my first love lately. And that first love is Naruto.
Great, fantastic. Talk to me.
There's a point to this. Do you know anything about Naruto, Ivy?
I know that Naruto's in it.
Okay, well, there's a character in Naruto named Tsunade. And her whole bit is she's a super powerful ninja. She's great at things. She's a healer, obviously, because women can't be powerful just for their own sake. They also have to be medics. And she also can like punch people really hard. And her thing is that she's like a gambler and drunk and angry and also really good at healing people.
Wait, anyway, gambler?
Yeah. She's a terrible gambler.
I hardly know her.
And loves getting. She has vice. But her other character trait is that she's old. But she has a youthful face. Not in a creepy way, mostly just like in this is a middle-aged woman who like looks good for her age kind of thing.
They don't specifically say she has the face of a 16-year-old
girl. 16-year-old girl, no. But whenever someone brings up that she's old, she does punch them with her strong fists. My point is, this is what it makes me think of, and I think it would be better if this character were characterized as an old woman who gets angry when people refer to her as an old woman because she has a youthful appearance.
This is interesting. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter. Which is really a shonen anime that's about shonen anime, you know? And I think that a character in that is maybe a direct reference to that specific character. There's a character in it named... Oh, she has a funny name, but I don't remember what it is.
Every character in Hunter x Hunter has a funny name, is what I know about Hunter x Hunter. I don't know that much about Hunter x Hunter, but I know that.
You would like it, I think.
I probably would. All I hear about Hunter x Hunter is that copy pasta about the Chimera Ant arc.
I haven't read that. I did just finish the Chimera Ant arc. Chimera Ant arc is very funny. I was talking to my girlfriend about the Chimera Ant arc, and the way that I described it was it's like that show 24 where 1 hour of showtime is 1 hour of like in fiction time, except
that's fun.
In the end of Chimera Ant arc, 1 hour of showtime is about 3 minutes of in fiction time.
Yeah, I hate that.
You would like Hunter x Hunter. Anyway, there's a character who's like a little girl, but she's actually like I think she's 53. She's a 53-year-old woman who like manipulates her body via aura manipulation to look like a little girl. Cool. And then her real form is like this massive buff lady.
Awesome.
And so I like to imagine that Fuji's real form is a massive buff lady. Anyway, should we talk about
that is?
Sorry, go finish your sentence.
I said that is fun.
It is fun. Should we talk about her dress-ups first or her emotes?
I feel like her dress-ups are going to be a series of landmines.
Great. So let's start there.
Okay.
All right. Default Fuji. How are we feeling about this outfit? Let's rank this. Well, we're figuring out the format as we go. But oh, I forgot that the emotes are associated with the outfits. So we can also go like outfit by outfit and then the emotes, so we can do her default outfit with her default emotes. That actually I think works well.
That's pretty good, yeah.
All right, so default Fuji. Let's talk about the outfit first. How we feeling? How we feeling about this in terms of visual appeal? Let's just start there.
Visual appeal. I love the face. The face was a draw for me.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry.
This is why I.
If you had to assign an age and gender to this face, what would those be?
Strong 16-year-old girl.
I was thinking 16, and I was also thinking girl. So interesting.
That's weird. In terms of visual appearance, this is a nice looking character. I cannot speak about it being a nice looking character without acknowledging that this outfit is barely an outfit. It's a top and a skirt. For sure. But the top is just sleeve.
She is kind of all sleeves. She's sort of 100%. Sort of like, what if you took a woman and then removed everything except the sleeves, and that's her. Here's the thing.
May are nice though.
May in chat says, "I want to wear the outfit." Honestly, like, listen, stay with me, Ash.
Okay.
if you
Free
were,
says it's a chest out sort of fit.
it's a chest out sort of fit. You can't, no tits on this art. Notable.
No, of course not.
The thing is that, like, see, this gets into, like, the complicated ways that me, especially as a queer person who used to be, like, a capital F femme, like, feels about the way people talk about the outfits of fictional women, is that, like, I understand the perspective of, like, looking at this image and being like, this is sexually pandering to me, especially as a man, especially as a straight man, and then being like, and that makes me uncomfortable and I don't like it. And I do think that it is, like, genuinely, like, I think it's bad and problematic. And I'm also looking at this outfit and I'm like, if I went to the club, and I saw like a femme, like a queer femme wearing this outfit, I would be like, damn, she looks.
It would be a serve. It would be really good.
A serve. She's like, Fuji is serving for real.
It is a very. I said she's a good-looking character, and I mean it. This is a nice outfit. There are some outfits which are sexually pandering, which look bad, which is the cardinal sin.
Yeah. This one
is not.
This is the outfit you wear when you're going to your family's Chinese New Year dinner, and then 2 hours later you're headed out to the club, you know?
I'm really into the I'm going over it with my cursor right now as though you can see that. I really like the little bit of the top that goes over the skirt.
Well, we especially can't see that because it's a podcast.
It's a podcast. I like the little bit of the top that goes over the skirt. I like it. I like the combination of the ruffles and the long, elegant
look. Is the cape asymmetrical? Nice. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think it is. I think it's just sort of angled weird in this shot.
I think it's angled. But
how do you feel about her big coin tassels that are coming off of her hips? Those look fucking heavy.
The one on the right, which is to say the one which is on our left, is the one on her right.
Her left and our left are the same thing.
They're not. It's the right side of her body.
But that's also the right side of our body.
Fuck.
Us and her are facing the same direction. What are you talking about?
The one on the left is reasonably sized. Reasonably sized asterisk. What the hell is... It's a very long task.
See, this is the problem with this outfit and going to the club. If you go to the club with this outfit, you're dancing, you're gonna, like, become a whirlwind of death.
Yeah, also, you're jangling.
You're jangling but, like, that's fun. I like that.
That's fun. Well, I want to point out that it's clearly asymmetrical because the one on the left... Fuck me. The one on the left is attached to her outfit.
Said it again.
The one on the right appears to be coming off the fan and is enormous.
I think the one on the right is coming off of that. Weird. It also, like, because you sort of interpret the one on the right as being like, sort of part of, because you sort of interpret the one on the right as being the same thing as the one on the left, it kind of looks like it has inverted perspective. Like, the further away it is from you, like, the bigger it gets, you know?
I'm going to use that as an artistic concept in my next work. The concept of things getting bigger as they go farther away, I think is fun.
Anyway, we have... There's tags on this wiki, and the tags are barefoot and, the tags are
barefoot and anklet, and I don't like
Incredibly
that.
That
being said, if we look at the anklet, there are mahjong tiles on it. Which is beautiful.
Okay. This has to be a segment, a mini segment, which is the mahjong tile swag. This is a thing you were already looking at. So what mahjong tile swag?
I'm always.
I'd also like, before we move on, I'd just like to say this fan is very pretty. I love a rose.
It is extremely.
I did known Utna fan. I love a rose. She's got the yellow rose, which is the rose of, shit, what's her name?
Don't fail me now.
Fuck, no, don't say that. Now we really have to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can tell you her name.
No, don't. It's
Okay.
Nanami. I know what
There
the
you
fuck
go.
I'm talking
Good
about.
job.
What if they did a Utena crossover? Listen, if they can do a crossover
I
with a
would
movie
cry.
from like 3 years ago, they can do a fucking
2.
Utena crossover. I would spend $80,000 million.
Yeah, me too.
I would spend $80,000 million. Anyway, it's a nice fan.
Mahjong swag.
Mahjong swag.
I'm pretty sure it's the Green Dragon. There are a lot of characters who get this just like green tile thing, which is not rendered quite closely enough to be
The
certain.
Green Dragon is kind of wonky also. It's kind of like looks weirdly bent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. There's a little like contour
There's a little
to the
like,
tile
curve
itself.
to it. Like there's
Which is
a
a
weird
little
like
fuck.
curved perspective thing going on.
Again,
I was
think
looking
bigger as
at
they get farther
her tassel thing, and I was like, are
Mhm.
these the winds on the characters? But I don't think
No,
they are.
they're not.
They're not the winds, nor are they the dragons. They're just I assume
They're
they're
not
just I assume they're
Mon.
just characters that are on
They're just
coins.
characters.
I assume this is a real
you-
coin.
3 things about the tassel, actually. First of all, if you look closely at the bottom of that front/left tassel,
Uh-huh.
you'll see that it appears to not actually be like a full.
Are you saying that
It's just
hollow?
like a bell shape.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Up
this and I
here?
can't tell whether or not that's just like stylistic and the stuff like on the bottom and inside is just rendered in this particular color, or if it's a
Which would make
hollow
sense.
tassel, which is
Exactly. That's my
honestly
point.
that's kind of genius because it cuts down on your weight so much,
It
right?
cuts down the weight.
It cuts
You're
down the
right.
weight.
But what is?
Fuji
I guess
is-
if there's a ribbing inside there that keeps the shape.
Well, no, I think the shape is just kept by like the shape of the
Well, no,
original.
because it protrudes outwards after the
I mean, you could just have it be going like over a disc, you know? It doesn't need
Yeah,
ribbing,
like ribbing.
all the way down. You're ribbing.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Ribbing, that's some part of it. I like that there's. My second thing about the tassels is that the little part of her hair on the right.
Wait,
her right.
her face is facing a different direction from her body, so you have to clarify her right or our right.
Her right.
Uh-huh.
It mimics the tassel, which is cute.
Yeah, that is some,
and
that is
also
some
the-
good visual unit.
And there's also visual rhythm to the tassel on the left.
Uh-huh.
They all go down in the same direction, and
Yeah,
it gives
yeah,
this
yeah.
image nice visual rhythm. It's quite
yeah,
pleasing.
yeah. Good image.
Mhm.
Emotes. How are we feeling about her default emote set? What she got? Let's go over these one by one. She's got
Okay.
whatever the fuck
This
this
annoyed.
is. She's annoyed, and she's got some scribbles. How do we feel about this?
I mean, okay, it conveys a strong emotion, which I can
Mhm.
appreciate. It's a generic emotion. It doesn't like have a lot going for it that another character wouldn't
Yeah,
also be
yeah.
able to emulate.
Mm-hmm.
But
I like
I
that
think
she's grabbing her hair. It's a very small detail, but she's grabbing at one of her hair tassel things.
oh, you're
which
right.
I
yeah,
think
that's
is
true.
cute, but it's such a tiny detail in the emote.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the intensity of it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's more directly like I'm pissed at you than other annoyed emotes that
Yeah, it's really
see around.
like it's the squinty eye face that
Mhm.
oh my god, the little girl, what's her name? The little girl in Spy X Family.
Spy X
makes.
Family?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
it's
just
Anya's
become-
squinty face.
Yeah, it's Anya's squinty face.
That makes sense.
What is she even doing in this one? The next one.
It's like
Oh,
and,
she's
you know-
muscly. She's muscly.
oh
Oh, see, I like this one because this one is like getting into the thing of like the two characters that we were talking about, where like she
Yeah.
looks like 16, but she's actually super strong, and thus
well,
I
yeah, and
like
it's
it.
also it has the trope that Tsunade has a little bit with like I'm the owner of an. I mean, Tsunade isn't like this,
Uh-huh.
but she has the same energy where it's like, I'm the owner of an establishment, and therefore I could kick your ass.
Yeah. It's good.
Which I like.
I like.
That. It's hard to read.
It's hard
visually,
to read.
Because it's got that weird dark background.
It does have that weird dark background, and also like I feel like the muscle definition could be a little clearer. The muscle definition on the shoulder actually looks really good, but the muscle definition on like the whatever,
bicep?
the bicep.
Not the bicep, the tricep, I guess.
The tricep, yeah, is like too faint, and thus it at a glance it really looks like she's doing a nya with her hand.
Yeah, it's I guess the intention of the like dark background here is again directly like I am going to kick your ass.
Sure.
But as we will see later in this emote set, this character's strong on negative emotions and there are other things.
Uh-huh.
I feel like this is a weak one in terms of like it doesn't read clearly. It has an emotion which is mimicked by other things already. And what is cool about it I don't get what it's doing in this. Like it's a weird one.
Moving on. I want this jade. One thing I do like about Fuji is the jade element of her character.
The jade is very nice.
I
think it's very cool to have a little like nod to, you know, this is the owner of the gambling establishment you're at. You want to buy some paid currency? I think that's fun.
Yeah. And it's just like a thing that nobody else has. Like nobody else has jade in their that I've seen has jade in their character.
This is her bird.
This is You mean this emote? This emote is her bird emote?
No. I'm saying the concept of jade is her the equivalent of her having a bird.
Right. Yeah.
Which other characters do.
It's her special little guy.
Yeah.
You know, this emote is like pretty standard. There's nothing too much going for it. It's like reasonable.
Ivy, when do you use this emote?
Great question. Oh, maybe we should just be asking this in general. I would use this emote. I think this is a discarding Adora emote. And that's niche.
That's a good one.
That's kind of a niche use case, but also it's very good for discarding Adora. It's like, no, I want this shiny thing and I'm upset about it.
But I can't have it.
Yeah, but I can't have it.
I was gonna say it's for when someone wins the hand, even though you were in Beachy.
When you were in Tenpai? Yeah. That too. Yeah, this is a nice, flexible little emote. I think
it's better for discarding
special,
Adora. Yeah. Maybe this is my bias as a Kaguya Hime main, but I don't like to show weakness like this.
No, Kaguya Hime.
This is a little bit of a pathetic
weakness.
Emote to use.
Yeah, for sure.
But discarding Adora is like that's cute. Like I like.
How do you feel about "Look at me, I'm pretty"? She's like, look at my face. It's the face of a 16-year-old girl.
Oh, this is the face of the 16-year-old girl. The facial expression, that being said, isn't doing anything for me.
No. I
get the energy
I like
here.
an I'm cute emote. Like, I'm just a little guy.
Again, as a Kaguya Hime main, I love an I'm cute emote.
Yeah.
I think Kaguya Hime's little I'm cute emote is the greatest thing ever.
And I think the execution on this is fine. But, like, again, Kaguya Hime's I'm cute emote is her eating a little carrot. This is her doing nothing.
I actually Kaguya Hime's I'm cute emote has a little pink background and she's like wiping away tears. It's like, look how cute I am.
Oh, that
to
one.
Me.
Yeah, but she's making a little bunny pose also.
She's making a little bunny face.
Fuji, like, I wish the Jade was honestly in more of these.
Oh, that's what
I think if she was like holding up a Jade and she was like, look at me, I got it. That would be cute.
This is a perfectly acceptable gloating emote.
Well, the
it's
welcome?
Fine.
The welcome?
This is my favorite emote of the set, potentially.
The welcome.
Well, actually, there's some good ones later. But this is strong.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't disagree. It's got a good energy. I like welcome. The text welcome is a thing that nobody else has. Probably. And so it like it can be both like welcome to my personal hell. I hope you enjoy
Mm-hmm.
yourselves. Or it can be like, you're welcome. You can even like, someone takes your
Yeah.
like 1,000 points and you can be like, welcome, you're welcome. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or it can just be a straightforward, like, beginning of match, you know,
yeah, no, totally. Establishing a little
polite
tone.
emote.
Yeah, a high
Which
emote
I like.
is good. And I feel like this emote is her like expressing her character in a way that she hasn't been so far. Where it's like she's the owner of the establishment. You're in her house. She's saying welcome. She's not, she's nice. I like the little hearts.
Big fan of this.
It's it's a good one, honestly. I like the visual balance on it. It's nice. She's angry.
This is the same emote as the first function. This is a combination of the first and second
This
emote.
is also an Anya face.
This is also an Anya face.
This is Anya's other face when she's like mad at boys for being dumb.
Yeah, I want to be clear. The expressiveness of this emote is top notch, but it's redundant.
It's functional. It's very functional.
It's functional.
I
but,
will say
I
that
mean,
one thing that I don't know how I feel about her design overall is that she's just got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
like in
I
every
would just
one of
cut the
these,
little bows,
there's like
and then I would
the
never
little bows and the hair thing, and there's everything else going on, and it's like it adds a lot of visual clutter that I'm not a huge fan of, and that also I don't think doesn't necessarily express a lot of character.
I genuinely I would cut the little bows from the whole design if I could. They really bother me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I would cut the little hair thing too, and I would show her little I would cut the hair clip, the like flower thing. And then I would make more of an effort to show her hair tassels, because that's her key design element is the tassels. Also, I think she has no emotes that have her fan, which is fucked up.
Not true.
There's one emote that shows her fan. She's not even using it as a fan. We'll get there.
It's not open though.
We'll get there. Anyway, we were talking about. Do we have anything else to say about dark emote on your face?
It's the same pose. She's gripping her hair. Same.
Oh, she is
emotion.
Also gripping her hair. You're not wrong.
It's the same emote. Visually and expressive.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Moving on.
I like this next one though.
Nobody
I
can.
too like Undertale.
Okay. Again, here's my probing question to you. When do you use this?
Oh, this has an first of all, I just like this. I think it's cute. I love any emote that is not just a headshot, you know? Any emote that has framing that then like I think is great. You need more than just if you only have headshots in your emote pool. This is a problem with like early characters that I talk about a lot. Then they all blend together and it's garbage. You use this. You can use this in a couple ways. You can use this like I think this is a like you're in Ricci and the round goes to exhaustive draw, or you're in Ricci and someone else like calls a shitty hand. You know?
Yeah. It's
you don't use this when you lose because I don't think the tone is there, but you lose. No. You use this when you don't win, and I think it's quite good there.
Yeah, well, I will say two things. First of all, I think the emote with the jade also fills that purpose, which is a problem with this set in general.
I think I'm more okay with redundancies than you are, but I understand what you mean. Yeah,
I mean, I'm just gonna talk about Kagehime all the goddamn time. I'm gonna skip that comment. Second of all,
listen, when we do the podcast, we should do Kagehime first, so that we have this as an establishment.
So I can get all that out of the way. Everyone has context. Second of all, I think that I would use this emote whenever I miss out on Ipatsu.
That's great. See, there's use cases for it.
There is. I really like this one. I'm a big fan of it.
I think this and the missing the jade only blend together if you choose to blend them together. Again, I think if you use the jade mostly for like discarding a Dora or like discarding 2 dragons in a row, something like that, smaller stuff, then this for like bigger stuff, like missing out on Ipatsu or missing out on like a whole hand. Then they have distinction, and you have like gradients in like intensity of the emotion you can express, you know?
Yeah.
You have a more serious something wrong happened, and then you have a gentler something wrong happened. And I think they
have a through line of like missing something, but I think definitely they express something different.
And I think to play this character well, you need to lean into that.
Absolutely. I also think that, you know, unlike maybe the previous redundancies we've had, this can also be a ramping up if you want it to be.
Sure.
Where you start with a gentler version and then go to nobody came.
Yeah. Which I like.
Which I think is a great finish.
I mean, there's a ramping up between the like first annoyance and the second annoyance, but it's less extreme. And so it feels less satisfying.
Yeah. I also want to point out visually about this emote, it really emphasizes the fact that she's just got bare legs. Which if I have
this
one
little
complaint,
this little chibi of her is very funny in how minimalist it is.
Got some drumsticks on there. I don't know how to feel about it.
She is just made of some raw chicken drumsticks. She's just sitting on a pile of raw chicken drumsticks.
You can't even really tell that she's wearing a skirt. It's very odd.
She's just got kind of like a white patch. Which, I mean, to be fair, when you sit in that short of a skirt, it does just kind of go there. It does go there. That's how skirts work. I've worn a skirt.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Good emote, IMO. I think I kind of brought you around on it over the course of that. In this one, she's crying, but you can't really see the tears because of...
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird.
That's tough. I think this one expresses, again... God, so many goddamn emotes with this dark background expressing distress.
Yeah, the background is trying to pull too much weight here.
I don't hate the like full background thing.
Sure.
But I don't know. I like this one because it's even slightly different from the 3 other emotes that express a similar emotion here.
Yeah.
I would normally say that the facial expression kind of does nothing for me, but I actually, like, I'm okay with it in this scenario. It's not over-exaggerated. It's kind of, to me, it's like an expression of character. Like, I don't know, this is my moment of humanity as Fuji.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. It sort of hits a middle ground in between I'm missing the jade and nobody came. That feels a little redundant to me. But I don't hate it. I kind of like how her outfit is rendered in this one. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel about this specific one.
I want to point out briefly that the only time that we can see the front of her outfit is in these emotes.
Yeah, that is very funny, actually.
We're learning about
actually,
it moment by moment here.
Looking at the emotes, you see that there's sort of like less boob on this outfit than is implied. Like me looking at this thing makes it look like it's strapless and has cleavage. Like that's, if I saw this from behind, I would be like, oh, but no, it goes like up to attach to her choker.
You can see on the main art the choker, that you could probably get a little bit of that. I think the outfit is consistently drawn. I'm not complaining about that. But occasionally it's drawn a little bit more as though the sleeves were attached to the top of the outfit and not like free hanging like they are.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which I kind of like more.
Them attached to the outfit than free hanging?
Yeah.
Them being free hanging is kind of weird. It's just
weird.
Kind of a weird thing for sleeves to do.
But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it makes it a cute outfit from the front.
The emotes redeem the top for me. See, here's the thing. I don't think this top needs redemption. I think this is like kind of a hot number. But you know, again, I'm like, I'm a lesbian, and I mean that not in the sense that I am attracted to women. I'm attracted to like 0 Mahjong Soul women. That's not true. I'm attracted to like 1 Mahjong Soul woman. In the sense that one can even be attracted to inanimate art. But also, I just, like, appreciate women being in fucked up outfits, because that's queer culture to me.
Yeah, I accept it. In the same way that I accept there being 6 belts on every JRPG character.
Oh, eventually we're gonna get to Mirai, and then we can talk about JRPG characters.
Hell yeah.
Mirai's fucked up. I love Mirai. I should just invest a bunch of gifts into Mirai and get her Bond Up outfit, because her Bond Up outfit whips. But we're not talking about Mirai, we're talking about Fuji. Final emote of the default set. It's baseball.
It's the fan.
It's the fan, but it's not a fan. It's just a baseball bat. She hits you into oblivion.
We're swinging.
This. I like the view of the back of her head. I like that you can see her little braids coming together.
I was going to mention about the last emote that, again, if we were talking about like design elements, removing the bows from that emote makes it extremely bland because you can't see the hair tassels.
Yeah.
Which is a bother in that one.
Yeah, I don't understand why the hair tassels are like behind. I would just render them kind of like over. I don't know. Anyway, this is a good solid emote.
This is good.
This one is honestly kind of cruel. It's saying like, I killed you. I murdered you. In a way that a lot of aggressive emotes aren't even. This one is explicitly like, I have done violence to you.
I was gonna assume that you would use this emote as like your Kaguya-hime get off, like, I'm angry with you.
Get this shit the fuck out of here?
Yeah, get this shit the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But
someone
I
close
actually
con
like
some
it
red
more.
dragons and you would say get the fuck out of here.
I like this more as like I have just won and exploded you.
I would never see. I like my winning emotes to have impact, and so I don't think I would ever use this as a get the fuck off emote, especially because there's so many other ways to express like disdain or despair. This is a like I've done violence to you emote. This is when
absolutely.
This is when you physically harm someone.
This is if you were using it in a disdain way, it would be a ramp up from the flexing emote. I think if you're using it to after a win,
torture
then it's
time,
not.
Torture time, flex, baseball hit. Good torture time. We found a use for the flex. We found a use for the flex.
Okay, there
it is.
Yeah,
into this one.
I think this is the strongest emote of the set, probably. This is different. This is impactful.
It also has character. It ties into her like being the owner of the establishment. She's like, get out of my bar.
She gets to use her prop.
I love it when she gets to use her prop.
I think that
two of her emotes where she gets to use her props are some of her best.
Yeah. So it's between this one and Welcome for me that are my fave. Which I think is a good dichotomy.
I think that Nobody Came is my fave, and I just like a really nice, really unique and bespoke emote. Nobody else, other people have this sitting in the light thing, sort of, but like the text on it is really iconic. It's this weird shadow on her face that makes no sense.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like the way that the top of her head is weirdly haloed, but then they have to do the shadows, so they have to go back.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
It's fun.
She got those chicken legs. I like it.
She got those chicken legs. We all know about the chicken.
All right, I think we should do one more outfit and emo set, and then we should stop.
Okay, you should. Well, actually, I have one that I want. Never mind. The fourth one.
Oh, you don't just want to do her Bond up? Okay, we can do the fourth one.
I mean, let's do her Bond outfit. Actually, her Bond outfit is the one that's like not a seasonal one.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that I like
I find the Bond ups interesting because they like evolve characters in ways.
Yeah.
I will say
Color change is a slay.
I look at this Bond emote and I Bond outfit and I'm like, this is no longer Fuji.
It is a different character.
It's a different person. I mean, they all look the same.
They have
first of all, she has more of the face of an 18-year-old girl, I'd say.
Well, I was gonna say more of the face of a 14-year-old.
Okay,
so
that's also fair. Yeah, her age has gone up or down in two directions. But she's definitely not 16. She's either 14 or 18.
Justification: her eyes are lower on the face. And
no, I totally see. She's got the little fang that like little kids are rendered with.
Yep. I think that I love the. I'm sad that she doesn't get to keep a big fan.
I was about to say she's shrunk her fan down. She's now got a little tiny fan, a little tiny baby fan. What is this?
This outfit
also,
is
her
also
tassels
tagged
are
as
small. Oh
barefoot and ankle.
They're not wrong. She's barefoot. She's anklet. This one is a little bit less foot fetishy than the last one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, that's all I.
Her chicken legs are still there.
She does.
Hold on.
She does have chicken drumstick legs.
Hold on.
Okay, all right. I'm holding on.
I've just noticed something and it's caused me to, I think, drop my wallet. Anyway, I just heard a noise. That's okay, it's fine.
Okay.
I need you to look at her left leg.
Her left leg. Okay.
And the way that it curves.
That's how thighs work. Yeah, if I know anything about thighs, that's how thighs work.
It's really upsetting. Why does her leg go like that? The calves are so long. And then
I want you to look at this, and I want you to imagine that she doesn't have a cap to her knee. It's just one continuous curve from the tip of her toe up to her hips.
That's the contour line being created in this image. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I'm good now.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a moment.
In a weird way,
I don't know what I dropped.
In a weird way, I kind of don't have very much to say about this outfit. It's got so much more, but in a way, it's got so much less.
It's less pandery than it could be.
It's less pandery than it could be. It's pretty pandery. But again,
I agree with you that this is not the same character because now they've changed the bows in her hair to flowers, which is a totally different character.
Yeah. Hang on. And like the tassels are so different. I think part of the reason why this outfit is weird for me as a Bond outfit is that, like, you know, if I want Fuji, if I like work very hard to get the character Fuji and use her, I think that, like, the thing that I want out of her is she looks like a
16-year-old girl.
First of all, she's the face of a 16-year-old girl.
And now she doesn't.
Now she has the face of a 14 or 18-year-old girl. I couldn't tell you why she looks 18 to me. It's arbitrary. She's a cartoon.
Okay.
But, like, she has this very kind of, like, classical Chinese dancer thing, you know?
Yep.
She's like a Chinese burlesque dancer. Again, I think default Fuji's a hot look. And then this one, it's just like, even though it's like more pandering in that you can see more of in between her legs, nobody tell Venting that I'm doing this stream. It's like,
no, clearly nobody knew because Ben came in here a minute ago and was like, "Why are you still going?"
Shh, nobody tell anyone. It's like less. It's just like less attractive of an outfit and pose. It's super boring, and also she's switched to like more. I mean, I haven't known things about. I used to know things about fashion, and now I don't. And I haven't known things about fashion in a while. But she's sort of switched aesthetic from like Chinese to European, at least a little bit.
At least a little bit.
Like
yes, correct.
this big fluffy kind of like layers of
She has
petticoats is like very British. And there's the top is kind of similar, but she's like she's become British. You know, Detroit become British.
The top is pretty egregious. The collar still maintains the like
the collar and the bit over her boobs are basically the same top in a different color, and then immediately below that we're British.
Yeah, and then it transitions to it's like it feels almost colonized. It's like polite young woman. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the color changing completely. I think changing from red to blue is like a really cool conceptual thing to do.
Yeah.
And I think my problem with this is that you could almost say that this leans into like the welcoming hostess thing, except that she looks way too. For one, her pose is seductive. So not it. And then just like, I don't know, her personality as expressed in the emotes, I guess not so much as expressed in the main character art, because her main character art does not fit the energy. It's just, it's not right.
Yeah, it's just, I
don't know.
May's making some comments in chat, but I'm gonna ignore them because this is a podcast and there's no chat.
True.
She's also. How do you feel about this like wooden thing with flowers on it behind?
Actually,
her?
I think.
You think it's nice?
I like it when the Bond outfit gets a scenery piece.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because it's just like it makes it. It's like it's a flex to me when you win and then you have a cool bit of scenery around you. I'm like, God damn.
No, I like it. I feel like it's. I don't really know what it is, but that's okay. It's a very vibes piece of scenery. It's
a pleasing aesthetic addition.
Yeah. Okay, you want to go over the emotes?
Yes. I was also just gonna say that I think I approve of this outfit more. Just the top half.
Yes, just the.
If you look at just the top half,
yeah. If you put your hand over that, like. Even just,
can you just ignore the other leg?
Even like right below, put your hand just below her right thigh, and just cover all those petticoats. I'm like,
and
that's Fuji, and then I take it away, and I'm like, it's no longer Fuji. It's sort of like it's kind of
that is the bit that you get on a win. So
yeah, no,
that's the bit that shows
up. Fair. That's fair. I wish the thing is that like. The thing I like in Bond outfits is like the two major elements in her original outfit are like the tassels and the fan. And I like it when a Bond outfit emphasizes those like key elements. She doesn't have any jade in this, I'll point out. She has the jade, she has the tassels, and then the fan. And they've minimized all of those things. And
the jade are gone. That kills me.
The jade are gone.
Yeah.
And for that reason, it doesn't feel like she has copper. Yeah, but that's down from jade.
She has copper. She has copper. I'm not owned. I'm not owned.
I'm not owned. I'm not owned.
She's not holding it. Different.
Her
relationship to the money is completely passive.
Yeah, and for this, it doesn't feel like a Bond outfit. It feels like an event outfit. It feels like a ball event outfit.
Maybe that's why I gravitated towards the Christmas one first.
Yeah.
Anyway, these three emotes, I could even discuss them all at once. On the same theme that we've been discussing of this Bond outfit not fitting what's going on with the first one. None of these three have any synergy with the main kit.
Hang on. I'm gonna go back to the Fuji main page and I'm just gonna look at all of our emotes together so I can look at them next to the main kit.
Maybe the holding up a tile one, but that's
okay,
smug
hang on.
expression.
Let's go through this systematic. I don't systemically systemic violence in Mahjong Soul.
Is when Fuji hits you with the fan.
When Fuji hits you with the fan, and I mean she owns the establishment, and so she's part of the system.
So it's systemic.
So it's systemic violence. How do we feel about this? Like, I'm sparkling. This is
no.
Somehow this is the busiest fucking image I've ever seen in my entire life. There's so many individual elements on this image, and I can't, like, my brain can't comprehend this. I know, like, at a distance, if I squint, I'm like, okay, that's a face. But as soon as I look at it, my eyes are just darting around everywhere, and I can't, I can't comprehend this as a total image.
Benefits? Okay. In defense of this emote, which I don't like, but I'm going to defend it for the purposes of the podcast.
Sure.
In defense of this emote, orange background. Visually different. That is the only thing I have to say about this emote. She's got an egg. Holy shit.
I mean, I like the orange circle, like, rising sun for, like, an excited emote. I don't even hate this emote because it's visually busy. I might even, like, I think the fact that this emote is visual nonsense kind of almost brings it up in my list.
It doesn't for me.
Because I'm like, this is an emote I want to do when I want my opponents to be confused. What's going on here? I don't know. I'm excited. It's too much. I don't know. I don't know. I will say that it expresses a certain, like, expression of joy that she just doesn't really have in her
She doesn't have
set.
In the original.
But even then, I would rather use the I'm cute than this in, like, basically any situation.
Yeah, the I'm cute is better, even though I don't like the I'm cute that much. The problem is that this emote is for a different character.
It's just a different woman.
This is not the same woman. I don't know. This one, it just doesn't do anything for me.
I'm lifting up the tile and it's shiny. How do we feel about this?
I'm lifting up the tile and it's shiny is... I was gonna say it's for when you don't discard a Dora. I guess what that means is when you call a Dora. It would be really funny if you use that to just display whenever you get a Dora.
You just
so everyone knows.
Just tell everyone what's up.
No, when you call a Dora, you can use it. This is a good
pre-sumo. I think that's the intent behind this, is that you use this when you sumoed. Which is
absolutely
solid.
Which you could use it as a part of your combo. You could do flex, 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 hold up a tile, fan.
Okay, you got me there. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I think hold up a tile into fan is strong.
No, actually, I'm looking at because they're right next to each other on the screen. That is, like, perfect. You hold up the tile, really, and then you hit it into the stratosphere, and then you sumo.
And then you win.
Yeah.
The fact that it obscures some of the details of this outfit being different is a plus for me.
Yeah, it's somehow less busy, because the god rays just cover all the busyness.
Cover up the flower crown?
Yeah.
And, like, I want to be clear, I don't even hate the headshot of this character. It just is visually incongruent.
Sure.
And so
I will say,
like, I don't know.
Emote her looks a little closer to emote her than, like, Bond outfit her looks to normal her.
I mean,
But also, everyone looks the same when they're a little round chibi girl.
Yeah. I think that the Bond outfit despair emote, laying down on the mahjong table, she's dead.
She died.
Is at the very least a different way of expressing the emotion that occurs 5 times in the original kit. And so I can respect it for that. I would use this emote in place of I would use this emote in place of the, like, distressed, normal face, swirly background one.
Yeah. You could even ramp from one to the other, and that wouldn't be too bad.
Eh.
Yeah. Nah. Eh.
I would replace other things in the original kit with dead on the table.
I like
I
Dead
think
on the
actually
Table just
nobody
'cause it's
came
like...
dead on the table.
Yeah, nobody came. Dead on the Table is good. There's honestly the more I'm looking at Dead on the Table, the more I'm like this adds some good things to the kit. Because I think you can hold up a shiny tile dead on the table in really niche circumstances, but that's very, very funny.
Yeah. That's niche, but I really like it.
I'm gonna click it because it's not showing on the stream. Not that it matters because this is a podcast.
It is a podcast, obviously.
If you blow up the image if you click on it, the tiles are really funny. They're just really like minimalistically shittily drawn.
Really small. The shittiest 3P. Congrats, this is the worst anyone's ever done it. That red dragon is black.
That is a red dragon. Holy shit, yeah. And then there's one pins that are just red circles.
Yeah.
That are just Japanese flags.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so shitty. I really like it.
Anyway, Fuji. Wait, I could do this forever. I could do this for 3 hours. I want to keep going.
Yeah.
But maybe we should stop.
I think we should stop because I have other things to do.
You should go do your other things, but...
I go to school and shit.
You go to school and shit, but also maybe we should make this podcast.
I think it could be done.
I think it could be done.
I think it could be done.
You need to bring more feminist theory into the podcast in our discussion of these outfits.
Well, first I have to finish my term project. And
just make
my
term project about Mahjong Soul.
Okay. What would my term project Ivy, and we'll use this to close out this podcast. My term project Ivy has to be on a specific what do I think is the most pressing women's issue at the current time, or gender-related issue in general of the current time. So how would you say Mahjong Soul?
It's the representation of women in Mahjong Soul.
Representation of women in media, specifically viewed through the lens of Mahjong Soul.
Honestly, that could whip as an essay.
Do you think if I made an hour-long podcast with you and cited 6 outside sources and 4 sources from in-class readings within it, that would be accepted for my term project?
I think so. I think it could.
I would have to relate Fuji to post-structuralism. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that works for me.
Okay. Fuji more like
I know
Foucault.
what these words mean. I've read Foucault. Wait, did you just say Fuji more like Foucault?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't even hear that, and I was talking about Foucault. Fuji more like Foucault is pretty good.
Thanks. I try hard.
Foucault. Have you read Madness and Civilization?
Yeah, you tried to combine them, but I already did the joke the best possibly done.
Have you read Madness and Civilization?
No.
Ah, great. I mean, I hate Madness and Civilization because I hate Foucault, because Foucault writes like an asshole.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Smart guy. He writes like an asshole. It's impossible to read.
You should have a conversation with Pax about Foucault, because we were just talking about Foucault
Listen,
on the drive to my home.
You and me are gonna make a podcast about Mahjong Soul, and me and Pax are gonna make a podcast about Foucault. That's not true.
Awesome.
Anyway, this has been TakoYaku.
This has been TakoYaku. We went an hour over the end of the game.
We went over an hour over the end of the game.
Over an hour over the end.
Check out next time. When's the last match happening? Tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern or 7:30 Central.
Okay, you did better than me.
Is a match with May, Snive, and some other people. There's too many people in this thread. I can't tell who's in this match. May, Snive, Jinx, and Moon. A very exciting set. Check it out tomorrow at 8:30. Check out more of TakoYaku. And also check out me and Ash's upcoming podcast about Mahjong
Yeah,
Soul,
absolutely.
women, and post-structuralism.
I genuinely believe this will happen.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.